All right, now we're just waiting on. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's in.
You see me?
To the string. What up,
Am I
bro?
on?
Bro, you on? Hold on. Let me get some stuff situated, and we all go.
Well, I can't hear you on my mic.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't
Can
hear
you
you
hear
on
me?
my mic for some reason. I can hear you, but I can't hear you on my mic for some reason. Hold on.
Man.
Oh, it wasn't even out.
Oh, what no?
Hey, I just got out of the swimming pool, so I got chlorine all in my eyes. All right.
Oh my
What up,
God,
puppy?
yo, you wild. What's
I know
going
you do
on,
not
bro?
have a profession. Is that a microphone? Oh no, is that a microphone?
Bro, is that a microphone, bro? Yeah, I got a microphone
I
right
thought you had
here.
a microphone.
I got,
Oh,
bro. I got a mic,
you're professional.
bro. I got two different mics. I had two different mics, man. You know, I had to do it. You know, if I'm gonna do it, I got to
I
do
gotta
it
catch
good,
up.
bro. Gotta-
I gotta catch up. I gotta get on your level. You looking
yeah,
nice
it's
nice and comfortable. What you say?
bro. I'm in my bedroom now. That's why I'm nice and comfortable. I moved everything up to my bedroom. That's why.
Hey, yeah, hey, you all nice and
Yeah,
prepped. I'm rush. I'm just now settling down. Shoot, I ain't even pulled my drink yet. What's going on with you? Hey, the
bro. I
sound
got.
good? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, bro. Yeah, you good. You good.
Cool,
You're
cool,
real
cool,
good.
cool, cool,
How
cool,
about on
cool,
your end? Am I
cool.
good? Hold on. Let me change this layout.
Yeah. You
All
good?
right.
You good?
Perfect.
I'm
Perfect.
up here still trying to
Perfect.
dry
So man,
myself off. I wasn't trying to be late. I was still trying to dry myself off. I wasn't trying to disrespect your podcast,
oh no,
being all late.
no, bro, you good. You good, man? Because you know, bro, I've been ripping and running. You know, the daughter was in here running me crazy, and then I had to watch. You know, the Equalizer like that she wanted to take the show
Oh
with
man.
Tifa, which is actually good. I'm drinking two different
Say
drinks
that
right
part
now.
again.
I got water. This is the. I said
What you
I'm
on your
drinking two different
what
drinks
you on
right
your
now.
health
I got
drink?
some water in here, and then, bro, I got water in this thing right here, and in here I have the citrus summer Ciroc with some pina colada little stuff in here. So
Oh, that's that
you
summer
know,
breeze
just trying to
thing.
do a
I know
little
what you
something,
talking about.
something.
Yeah,
You know.
you got that white bottle. Yeah, I know what you talking about. You got
Yeah,
that little white thing over there. Y'all know what you talking about. Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm just, I
yeah,
just
bro.
finished my little alkali, I
Yeah.
mean my little alkali water, my little spring water, but I got a little drink I keep with me, you know.
But yeah, man, like I want everybody to know that we've been what we've been talking about, what we've been collabing, and what we've been talking about, as of uh, last week, and what we've been collabing on and behind the scenes about coming out with our own. I think we can do it, bro. I think we can come out with our own podcast and shoot for the stars, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. There's plenty to talk about. So yeah, if you got something to talk about and you know what you're talking about, yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah.
For we can for sure
I
do
think
that.
I honestly
I think that'll be a beautiful thing.
we can do. I think yeah, I think we definitely can do that because I mean, it can.
Hold on right
I
quick.
think.
Hold on right quick. Can somebody get me a damn towel? I'm sweating now. Still got the chlorine on. Good Lord. Okay, go
Oh
ahead.
my god, you sweating because you just got out the pool, bro. It was 85, 87
Yeah.
degrees out here, and I just told my wife, I'm like, man, babe, we need to actually turn the air on because it's actually hot up here. She just turned the air on for me, but bro, it's ridiculous. I don't know if y'all have to deal with the pollen, but bro,
It get
when I
about
tell
90
you
with
out
some
here the
humidity.
pollen is different, it's stupid. Hey, tell Gerald, Gerald, hey
Hey,
man, we don't care about Madden right now, okay? We're not talking about Madden right now, bro. You can hop on this cast though if you want. I can send you the link
hold on. You
and
get the
you can
comments?
hop in, if you want to.
Hey, tell, first of all, tell Drew he don't even need to be playing on Madden. I don't even know why he playing Madden. I don't even know why he even still got the sticks in his hand. Okay, that's just disrespectful to the game of Madden. That's number one.
Let me see if I can put these comments up.
Hey, yeah, I can't even see no comments, and I wish somebody would be talking, especially Gerald, doing a live podcast. What he got to say? I don't know. I don't know if I have a delay or you have a delay. I don't know, but if it's me, I might have to go switch in my one of my rooms or something. Y'all
I'm
got
back.
you got a towel? The big one. Yeah, you see, I'm still dripping. Yeah, good lord. Hey, that was a nice dip in the pool though. Hey, but so yeah, what's on the agenda today? I don't know if I got to.
So
I swear I hate this delay.
so so we all know DMX passed this today or this morning,
Oh man.
you know, which was tough, bro. Which was tough because you know I listened to DMX, his first album dropped, and technically he's the only artist to drop two platinum albums in the same year. And he passed away. They say he had a heart attack, which caused a lot of which made him go, brain damage and things like that. Which at first they
Yeah,
tried to say was an overdose, which is
yeah.
crazy to me because, like, I mean, from what I've seen and seeing him as of late, drugs. I don't even think drugs was even in the equation.
You don't think
You know
so?
what I'm
Why not?
saying? Like I can
Why
tell
not?
because one, I watched the podcast, the Nori uh podcast that he was on,
Yeah,
and I know a functional addict when I see one. I know an
yeah,
addict when I see one, and for once, bro, I can tell he actually was clean. And the thing about it is the fact that well, Swiss, I know if anybody's going to keep this man on the straight and narrow, whole process was Swiss
yeah,
because
yeah,
they got to get
yeah,
an album done.
yeah, yeah. But you know what? You can't underestimate those demons, man. Those demons always come back. I mean, you can look clean.
I
I mean, but
understand.
you
Oh,
can't never
bro,
underestimate those demons. And that's one of the things that
I'm
you
gonna put
can
I'm gonna
never
put you up.
stop fighting.
I'm oh, I understand that. I understand that. And you know, when I heard
That's
that
a phase you're gonna
that
be fighting
he has
forever.
at the age of four at the age of 14 when a friend of his laced his weed with coke at the age of 14, bro, that had me. That's insane. That was the most craziest thing I've heard.
Somebody is involuntarily
And then
walking
he's
you
been
into a
battling,
door. Yeah, they look.
that
They're
you have no
walking you
clue.
into yeah, not a clue. Weed was the gateway drug, and they didn't snuck and crept your ass through a bigger door by lacing that, and you don't even stand a chance. It was over before it began.
Don't
You just jumped from
facts.
from 1 to 10. You didn't even start slow. They cracked the door open for you. That's what's cold. You never stood a chance. That's what's cold. But man, that's just an interesting character, man. What he did not define, as far as his habits are concerned, did not define that man. His spirit was bigger than that. You could tell his spirit, his impact, his knowledge, his spiritual knowledge. Most importantly, though, he has spiritual knowledge more than any other type of knowledge here on the land, and that's one thing that got me. It's just like, well, what hurts my feelings is like people like him, Juice World, they're open about their battles with those demons. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're praising it.
Hmm.
It's like we're going through that addiction. We're still doing it, but we letting you know that demon is too hard to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad when they get
And
taken
you
on,
want to,
due to that. It's sad. It's sad. But
yeah.
yeah,
What what got me was the fact that um, how it all came out. Like like this story. Oh, he overdosed. But my thing is this: like, I wanted to know, like, did he overdose over prescription drugs? Like, what was it if he overdosed? But then they came back and said it was a heart attack. So now it's a heart attack. And if it's a heart attack, why was the story out that this man was had an overdose? And then on top of that, like the stories that Apple just wrote something today that I posted on my Facebook that I found very crazy. And
what they say?
then New York Times, New York Times was running something about the properties he had and he lost. My thing was this: what the hell that has to do with what this
Not a
man
damn
has
thing.
gone through and and what's going on now? Like, I thought that
Not a
was
damn thing.
wild that they would post the houses that he lost through this battle of of addiction that he had, which, like I said, he was a functional. If he was still doing his thing, he was a functional addict. And yes, that is a demon that people face in today's society. And like I said, I believe
Absolutely.
that it wasn't a drug overdose. I believe that this man was clean for some time and been clean by looking prior uh interviews that he had done to the last interview that I seen when he was on Drink Champs. Like, he
Yeah.
was very functional, bro. Like I'm not talking about slurring words. I'm not talking about you seen him on the Breakfast Club when he did an interview on the Breakfast Club some years back, bro. He was high as hell.
Yep. Yep.
This one
I just seen that
was
today.
completely, bro. He was he was at peace, bro. Like, with when he was on the Drink Champs, because he said if I was to go today or tomorrow, I can say that I had a damn good life. Like,
Yeah.
to be conscious enough to say something like that, like, no, like, you cannot make me believe that this man
You
overdosed
you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When you
because
take a when you take a long break though, when you take a long break, I mean, I'm not saying he did. I'm not gonna put that on that man because I don't know. But if you take a long break and then you go back one time and do something, I mean, it can take an effect like that. That's like if you just stop drinking alcohol, all of a sudden you can have seizures because your body is just used to that. And there's just some things that if you take a break from it and come back, I mean, it just hit harder. I'm not putting that on that man like that, but I can see that. I can see them, saying an overdose, especially if it's, cocaine or something like that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But like again, I don't. I don't know if that's the case, but what I do know is that, man, out here, especially, man, when you doing for the people, they're gonna take their name back. They're gonna take their name back. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you everything you want, and then when you die, it's like, man, they just gonna try to take their, good name back, run you through the mud, don't give you credit, and that's
Yeah,
what I hate, especially people like TMZ. You know what I'm saying? They just say unnecessary things that don't got nothing to do with honoring that man
bro.
the way you should be honoring that man. You understand? That's what I don't like.
Bro, it's crazy, and it's crazy, bro, because TMZ will will post and shoot out information without even getting any clarity from the family. Like I find that very
Oh
wild.
man, let
Like
me tell you something.
there should be so many lawsuits against TMZ
They probably do
when
have them.
they
They probably do have
put
them.
out information, but for the bro, I would sue the hell out of them. Like without a doubt, I would sue their ass
You
because
know,
even with the Kobe Bryant situation, like how the hell, like that, it baffles me that the information that they get, and I understand that people, you got people at these hospitals or wherever they may be, and they get this information, and all of a sudden, it's out. I get that, but at the same time, I think we need to hold them accountable, the people that's putting out the information in these hospitals, and I think we need to hold TMZ
ain't
or
ran
whoever
it by
else accountable.
nobody. Ain't ran it by nobody. They just put out half the time. The first time these people are seeing it is on the news, and this is they people. They ain't even asked no permission, ain't got no detail, ain't did nothing. Just potentially running their name through the mud. Don't even know if information is accurate or anything like that. But here's the kicker. I wouldn't give a damn if I did die over. I don't give a damn about none of that. Certain information I don't want my mama to hear. I don't want my daddy to hear. I don't want my
Yeah.
kids to hear. If I'm dead, I'm dead.
Hmm.
Okay? He gone. Sail past. He out of here. Okay? Here's where y'all gonna meet up at. All his personal business don't got nothing to do with y'all. It's only for the people
Nope.
who knew
Not
him.
at all.
Okay? We don't need to discuss
Yep.
what he was doing. We don't need to discuss it. If he didn't know it then, you don't need to know it now. He gone. He
No
dead.
doubt. Facts.
Period.
Facts. Facts.
First of all, let me bring that back. I hate saying period. I don't know why I just said that. Okay, the culture just got to me. I hate saying period at the end of the sentence. But you know what I meant though. Shit, I hate saying period. But yeah, you know what I meant. Like you don't do no, you don't no. That's just disrespect.
For real,
Hey,
bro. Like
uh,
I thought. Today was kind of crazy, man. It's like to. I mean, I kind of figured like when they said he was brain dead, like it's. I prepared myself for it because I went through that same situation with my mom when she passed away in 2001. Like, hey, what can you do at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you're on a ventilator, but you're fighting for your life. And then on top of that, it's like, do you want to see them in a vegetable state? Do you want to?
yeah,
No, I
yeah,
don't even want that suffering. That's
yeah. Because
so
let me tell you
therefore,
something.
you got to do what you got to do and make the call and not be selfish. Because
Yeah, because
if
whenever they say
you
oxygen is
can
lost to
sit
the
there
brain,
and say it's a wrap, it's done. Like it's very seldom that somebody would you know, come back from
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
especially when it's been hours that your brain has not had any, it's not functioning.
yeah,
Like it
yeah.
said, you're gonna be in a vegetable state. Why would you put that on somebody? Why would somebody want you to sit there and suffer through that?
Yeah, and I was hoping for the best,
You
but
get what I'm
once they
saying?
said
So,
oxygen was lost, it was just like, okay, yeah, yeah,
loss,
it's yeah. Like I said, I wasn't gonna put it on that man, but once they say oxygen to the brain is gone over a period of time,
yeah, brain is
oh
gone.
no,
Yeah, and he's
it's
50,
not pretty.
and and the damage of the drugs and things like that. Like it's like what it's a lose lose situation. To be honest, if we're really gonna be honest about the situation, so you really have to make the call, which I know was a tough call for his family to make because you know, do you feel like he had more time to like sit there and allow the ventilator to do what it do and for his body to rejuvenate itself? Like, is that
Not
possible
with
at
that,
50?
not
We don't
not
know.
Not with that oxygen being out, gone for that brain for that amount of time.
Good
No,
break. Yeah,
no. Even
yeah.
in its best state,
Facts.
it wouldn't have been X.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that it was a hard decision, but again, you don't want to see nobody as strong as that laying there like that neither, knowing that the
Lifeless.
probability
Lifeless.
is
Yeah.
very you don't want to do that.
It's very,
Someone like that lived even though it's 50 a full life. Let that man rest in peace.
mm-hmm.
Don't have him suffer
Mm-hmm.
because obviously he suffered enough, right? You know, he obviously
Yeah. Yeah.
suffered enough. So they made the right decision. It's just sad, you know. It's just sad. But rest in peace, X though, man. Rest in peace, X.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace.
That's
For real.
I was banging his songs. I was banging his songs today, man. And my boy PJ put me up on DMX when I was in the 6th grade, and that was my album,
See,
man. X was my album.
it's
Hey,
crazy, bro.
Slipping and
It,
Falling was my track. Slipping and
see,
Falling
that's
was
it.
my track. Okay, I was banging that just now. Okay, don't play with me. That's my
See, it's
track.
see, it's crazy because I got put on BMX through knowledge, Michael Hawkins. So Michael, he used to date my sister, and he he's BMX up and down, bro. Like it's no, he got rather die on his elbow. I mean on his arms, bro. Like he DMX was that that was just him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when I heard his DMX first album, I was like, all right, who the hell is this? And I was like, okay. Then he dropped Fresh in My Fresh Blood, My Blood. And when he dropped that, I was like, okay, it's over. It's over. You know, and I've been listening to DMX ever since. And then so like for the last couple of months I've been banging his music. Like
yeah,
banging.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like for this to happen, the way it happened, and people like, people be like, oh, now DMX fans want to come out, bro. It's people that been DMX fans, like been DMX fans. Like
Yeah.
you can't sit there and tell somebody,
Got the
oh,
Rough
now
Rider
y'all want to come out and be a
tattooed on him
DMX.
and
Nigga,
everything.
nigga, yeah, nigga, who like it's been DMX fans. Like people been fans of DMX,
Real Bike
and
Club and all of
it
that.
was his fans who yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
like the
Mm-hmm.
Rough Riders back then, bro, was a staple, just like Dipset was. Like Dipset, you remember when Dipset came out and niggas was had the Camaros and had Dipset on their Camaros, like, bro, that's how Rough
Yeah,
Riders
yeah,
was.
yeah. That's true. Yeah,
Victor Cooper,
I wouldn't go that
my
far.
boy
I
Vic.
wouldn't go that far though. I wouldn't go that far though. I wouldn't go that far though. Diplomats had they stand. I wouldn't go as far as the Rough Riders now. I wouldn't go that far now. I wouldn't go that
Well,
far.
I mean,
But yeah, they
Rough
had their
Riders
little
was a
staple.
bike. Rough Riders was the bike crew, and they still, they still, you know what I'm saying? Like
Rough Riders was a
Dipset
bike
had their
crew, a
little
dirt
movement
bike
too.
crew, a car crew, a low rush crew, gangbanging crew. I even think they had
Yeah.
a working out crew. They had their feet in everything. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If you was a group of
hmm
talented or something, niggas, you wanted Rough Riders, right?
hmm
Throw the tag on there. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Double R was owning any and
Yeah.
everything at that time. The same time Rough Riders was
Yeah.
running the streets, Dipset was getting chased out the ruckus. I wouldn't compare them to. There ain't no difference in
Oh
that.
my God, you silly, bro.
Damn, stop disrespect the Rough Riders like that.
Bro,
Shit, that boy,
you you
that boy
wild for
clipped
that
that
one,
fence at the
yo.
ruckus.
You
That boy
wild.
clipped the fence, boy.
You wild.
Man, talk about a nigga hurt,
You
boy.
wild, yo. You you wild. You talking about Jim Jones and Cam?
Oh,
You wild.
I ain't say, Papa, I ain't saying no names. I'm just saying he cleared the fence in some heavy ass Timbs. That's all I said. Okay, that boy
Yo,
cleared that fence.
bro, you wild, yo. He did. He did though. They got it on video.
Yeah,
He
I
came
mean he
through.
didn't
He came
scrape a
deny that.
bottom of the. He didn't scrape a bottom of the soul, boy. He was clear.
Yo,
Man, but yeah, nah, they're my guys,
Yo,
though.
that was
I
wild.
like that. I like them, though. I like them
Yeah,
too,
man, but
though.
that was the music back then, yo. In the early 2000s, man. In the early
No,
2000s,
yeah,
man, you had the Rough Riders and you had the Diplomats. And the Diplomats, to me, was they were solidified, regardless of what happened at the Rucker. Yeah, them dudes trended. They made a trend.
they did. They did. They did.
They
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 did for
trended a
sure.
lot.
For sure, they did. I give them that.
Like
Yeah, I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
they're
I'll give them
very
that.
trendy.
They for
You
sure. They
know,
they for sure had a run. I would for sure give them that. But we gonna. I mean, that's it. I'm not gonna go too far. I'm gonna give them. They had a run.
bro,
That's it. That is
you wild, yo.
okay. Hey, I like to keep things in
Nigga, you
perspective.
gotta you
I don't
gotta
like to
give
get too
them more
carried away.
credit than
Mm-mm.
that, yo.
Why?
Hey, so who you got? All right, so let's run the topic real quick. So who you got winning the championship this year? Basketball.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's either gonna be the Lakers or it's gonna be Utah. Let me tell you why. Everybody's
Utah or
perspective
Lakers?
is that's what I said. Now, everybody perspective and experience is different, right? When I was going to losing, right? I remember Coach Showalter, right? And he like ran this like
Yeah, I
old
remember
school
Coach Showalter.
offense. Yeah, and he was a strict ass coach, and he had talent,
Showalter
right?
ended up, I'm gonna tell you something about Showalter, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about Showalter. So when Showalter left, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
When he left Lusinger and Coach Morris came in.
Yes, he did.
Showalter ended up going out to the Valley, to Moreno Valley, and he ended up being at Rancho, which is a school that was right down the street from where my auntie stayed. And he ended
Hmm.
up going there and being their head coach. Now I don't know how they did because I didn't follow, but I knew where he was at.
Let me tell you something, man.
And to me, Showalter wasn't no. I don't. No. Mm,
I seen something.
hell
I
no.
seen something early on in Morris that in the NBA it wasn't even happening yet. I don't know where it was happening across the country, but I know I ain't seen it, and I ain't seen it in the NBA. And that's when he was running positionless basketball. Donnell taking it up the court, all of 7 foot 19, taking it up the court, knocking it from the three. It was positionless basketball. Years later, we see Golden State and positionless basketball coming to the NBA. Now they win championships. I'm starting to see old school ball coming back now, slowing it down. Big man, good forward, three guards. So pass the ball 3 times for teams like that is Utah, Lakers. Those are the ones you got to look out for. It's not a team like them right now. I'm not worried about no damn
Mm.
Nets. They don't got no defense. I'm not worried about no names. It's just names piled up. Nets is gonna be when it get to that real ball, the playoffs, Utah, Lakers, all around basketball, big man, power forward, guards, bench, slow ball, good pace, they're winning it. All that running fast pace most of
Yeah,
the game, shooting threes, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Point blank period. And the last time you seen a team like that was go to state, and that shit ain't cutting it no more, man. You're gonna have to play some full basketball now. You're gonna have to play some full basketball. You're gonna have to slow that shit down. It's gonna be slow it down. All that shooting the three, that's not gonna work, buddy.
So do you think that slowing the game down against a team like Brooklyn would
So, say that one more time.
would definitely help? I said, do you think that slowing the game down against a team like Brooklyn, do you think that benefits you, or do you think that will hurt you in a sense? Because let's look at Brooklyn, right? Let's look at Brooklyn. You got KD, you got Kyrie, you got James Harden, right?
Mm-hmm,
But you
mm-hmm.
also have to understand who is their coach and who is their assistant coach. Their coach is Steve Nash. Their assistant coach is Mike D'Antoni. They he D'Antoni ran the same offense not only in Houston but in Phoenix when he coached Steve Nash. So that run and gun
Pedro,
and shoot the
D'Antoni ain't
ball
been nowhere
and get
past
the
the
buckets.
conference finals, and this is Nash's first year coaching. Neither one of
Facts.
them are credible enough where you
He's
will
been
put
to
that
the
horsepower into their
yeah.
ass.
But at the same time, bro, you have to understand who he has now. We're not gonna sit here and trust our James fan. Like, there's no other. Okay.
Let me
But
ask
at
you
the
a
same
question.
time, we talking reality. And reality is, and
Who's Plan
reality
B?
is, you have K you have K listen. You have KD who can give you buckets, Kyrie, which technically
Okay.
individually, these dudes cannot take a team to the championship individually. Neither one of them, right? James
Oh,
Harden
yeah.
can't do it.
Oh,
Kyrie
we
can't
know.
do it.
Oh, we know.
KD
Oh,
haven't
we
shown
know.
that he can do it.
Oh, we know.
But at the same time, you have to look at the dynamic of that team, which is they're all scorers. Now, they don't have defense, bro. Yeah, you right. The defense is shitty. Okay, but at the same time, you're gonna have to outscore them.
But
And
you're
who
talking.
can honestly, who's gonna be able to outscore them
Let me look.
in
You're
reality?
talking. You're talking exchanging bucket for bucket. But what you fail to realize is the Lakers got their D. Okay, they got that drumming big boy out there.
Oh,
Huh? Okay. They got
trust
AD
me,
out there that play
trust
their
me,
D.
trust me,
They still got
trust
yeah.
me.
So they got the offense. They got the
You
offense
you
with
you got
Nets,
you,
but they got that D with it too.
but you also have to understand this. See, I'm not saying the Lakers are not going to. If the Lakers make it to the finals, okay, and they go against Brooklyn, trust and believe, LeBron will have everybody that play for the Lakers in tune to what the hell is what's going on. LeBron IQ basketball wise is like no other. He tell people what they need to do for the other team before they need to do. So we know that Frank Vogel is defensive minded first. Then the offense is set up after that. We know.
Hmm.
So these when you got people who are talking about, oh, Brooklyn is going to be hard to stop because of the firepower. Yes, okay, we understand that. But at the same time, if they don't play no damn defense, and we are playing defense, what are we talking about?
Exactly. And then you got to
Defense
remember,
win
they got to
championships.
come up off that flow. They got to come up off the flow.
Yep.
This ain't 2K where you take fatigue off.
Yeah.
They got to come up off the flow. So then what y'all bringing after that? What y'all bringing after that? You have to play defense. I want to know. Look, we can score with you, but I want to know, can you play D with us? That's what I want to know. We got them boys coming off that paint too. I mean, off the bench too now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about no high ass scoring game. All that shit gonna cease. Okay. And let me tell you something. They ain't played no Laker team with two big ass men in the middle that reminding you like that old school Spurs
No, they haven't.
with that big boy LeBron.
Yeah.
He not even taking it up
Yeah.
the court. He giving it to Sugar. He giving it
Oh
to
my
Shooter
God.
to go off
Bro.
the court.
Yeah.
Kuzma coming off the bench.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
talking about
It's gonna be very
Brooklyn?
interesting because
Out of here.
yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. It's Brooklyn's going to me, Brooklyn is going to have to go through it's going to have to go through either Philly or either Milwaukee.
And you better. I mean, look, they're gonna give.
And
I got
Miami got a
confidence in
little
them.
squad too.
I ain't worried about them. But you better respect Philly, especially if everybody healthy. You better
Yeah,
respect Philly.
you
But
got
you,
to.
yeah, you mess around, go up in there, Philly,
You got to.
and your
You
ass gonna
got
be
to.
staying for a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and your ass
Yeah,
ain't
because
going nowhere further than that. Okay, so
facts.
you better respect Philly. But look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. LeBron took a team from Walmart and went 6 games with the best team in the history of the. What you think he gonna do with AD and Drummond and the boys? He played with the team from
Bro, did you
Walmart. He
just
took the
say
cash up to stay up Target. He
Walmart?
took the old man from Walmart, the lady collected them all and went
Oh
six
my God.
games. What you think he about to do with the boys? AD
Bro,
and the
you
boys.
talking about the who he had? You forgot. He had so you telling me he had the dude that stand at the
That boy
door and say
had
welcome to Walmart?
Dellavedova. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, yo, you wild for that.
Starters from Walmart, bench from Target. 6 games with the best team in the NBA.
Oh my God.
What you think he doing with AD and them boys? Boy, he about to get another ring. What you talking about? It's clear as day. It's clear as day.
Bro.
Yeah, it's clear as day. Let somebody get hurt. But yeah, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. I won't put my bottom dollar on anybody on that one.
I don't got, you know who I don't have? I do not have Utah. I don't think Donovan Mitchell and them, they're balling. Okay, they're balling. You got Gobert in the middle. Yeah, they balling. Donovan Mitchell is doing something stupid. Okay, but we cannot forget Philly. Not Philly, but Phoenix. Phoenix with Chris Paul.
Nobody forgot about them. But I don't waste my time. I forgot about them, but I don't waste my time with teams I know ain't going the distance. Okay, they're good. They ain't going the distance.
Bro.
Okay.
Bro, they're second in the West. What are we talking about? They're second in the West right now. Phoenix.
I said the
with Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Aiden.
So you mean to tell me you know what the distance is? I didn't say it's a dog. I didn't say the front coach. I said the distance. You leave the front coach and you go the distance. You think Phoenix is doing the distance?
I think
Phoenix ain't going no damn distance.
With Chris Paul, I think Phoenix with Chris Paul can go the distance. I ain't crazy. I know I ain't crazy.
Boy, that shit gonna be as quick as this drive from here to Arizona. It's gonna be quick. They're gonna be in and out. Phoenix? Who is Phoenix getting past?
Look.
I ain't putting no respect on that name.
They can get past anybody except the Lakers.
They can pass Utah.
See, and look, you gotta pay attention. You got hell yeah, they can get past Utah. Because they have a floor general. Do you know who that floor general is?
Respect to his name.
And he's healthy, and he's the healthiest he's ever been in his career.
That general ain't let no shit past conference. That general ain't let shit past conference championship. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how much you feel general. How did you pass that?
The last time Chris Paul was in the Western Conference was when he played for Houston and his hamstring, right? Him and James Harden.
True.
Right? And they went against Golden State, right?
True.
With KD. And they had them niggas down. With KD. And they was up in a series.
True.
Right? And he go down with his hamstring. And James Harden can't get the job done. So I'm jumping back. Let's jump back to the Nets. When he got healthy, what happened? Okay. Now.
And when he got healthy, what happened?
After he got hurt, James Harden, when he got healthy. What you mean? When Chris Paul got healthy?
When
CP3 got healthy, he's in Phoenix. And they're in second place in the West.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. Let's revisit this conversation past first round. I got respect for Phoenix. But you're not going to sit up here and tell me that you're going to have a serious conversation that Phoenix is getting past the second round? You're out of your mind. I said, boy, you're out of your mind.
Bro, I'm going to tell you this. And this is what I'm going to tell you. When you got a killer like Devin Booker, who's the killer, we're not going to sit here and say he's not a killer because he is. He has that Kobe Mamba mentality, okay? And now they're balling. Like, nobody expected them. When they was in a bubble, right? They went 8 straight.
They did.
8 straight.
They did.
Right?
They did.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell you this. Chris Paul, on the other hand, every team that he has gone to after leaving the Clippers. Well, no. Not even at the Clippers. When he left New Orleans, you forgot when he was in New Orleans, percentage change went up. When he was a Clipper, before he got there, they was shitty. When he got there, the percentage went up.
No, that's
right.
True.
Winning percentage.
That's true.
When he went to Houston, They finally
Mm-hmm.
got over the hump and made it to the Western Conference Finals,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
He leave Houston, go play for Phoenix, and now a team who wasn't in the playoffs and ain't been in the playoffs in years are now second
Mm-hmm.
in the West and one of the toughest conference in the Western Conference. Like, what are we talking about? And you're talking about some of the top point guards in the West.
I'm not getting
No
excited
doubt
over nobody
about
that
it.
got
That's
off
where
the
the point
hump
guards come
and
from.
stopped right there at that first corner. I'm excited about the teams that go the distance. I don't care about them getting over no hump and stopping at the first corner they see. I am excited about
Check
the
this.
teams that go the distance. I'm not disregarding anything you're
Okay.
saying about Phoenix. But I'm not excited about no team that ain't going the distance. I wouldn't give a damn how much of look. Chris Paul been that same damn floor general all his goddamn career. He ain't been past the corner. I'm not disrespecting that man. Phoenix is a good goddamn team. But when I speak basketball, I'm talking about the big bands. I'm talking about the distance. I ain't talking about that little JV shit. Okay, I ain't talking about that. They're not going no damn distance. You think they beating Utah? Even if they met Utah, you think they beating Utah in a best of seven? They might even beating Denver in a best of seven. What are you talking about here? What are you talking
Denver.
about?
Okay. You want to talk
You're lucky
about
they get
Denver?
past
Okay.
Houston. I mean,
What?
I don't know why I said Houston. I was thinking about Washington. My bad. I was thinking about Washington. So I tried to rock with it. Then I had to take it. No. Go ahead and admit that. You didn't mean nothing. Houston. Houston. I was thinking about the Wizards. My bad. Okay, I got to read that back.
Listen. Listen. You got teams that got to play to get into the playoffs, right? They got to play to get into that 7th, 8th spot. All right.
They sure do.
Phoenix don't got to worry about that because as long as they keep balling, they not gonna
That's
drop.
True. That's true.
Which if they stay at number 2, who they going against?
Man,
Somebody who's got to play to get in.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if they played a 7th seed and that 7th seed was more experienced in the past few years of the playoffs, I'm gonna give it to them. Because
What?
yes. I just don't have look. I don't have no faith in Phoenix. They don't have enough experience. The experience they do have ain't been the distance. I'm not giving it to them like that. I mean, look, I give them respect. I'm not giving it to them like that. I'm not taking them past the first round. Okay, and that's just all respect. I'm sorry. I'm not taking them past the first round.
Okay. So you saying Utah gonna get out of the first? Utah gonna get out? Denver going to get out of the first round?
Let me tell you something. You know
Now,
how you put respect on Phoenix name, but not Utah?
Utah is in first place in the West, bro.
So you're not putting no respect.
Nobody respects Utah. Who the fuck is Utah? Nobody picked Utah in a video game. What? Utah has Donovan Mitchell. That's it. Jordan Clarkson is becoming a player of his own. Rudy Gobert is just a big man in the middle. That's it.
Rudy is only a big man in the middle.
That's it. He can't step outside. If he step, Rudy can't step outside of the line, bro. He has to stay in proximity of the middle. Like, let's be real. Like, let's be honest. Let's be real. Like, Rudy Gobert can't guard. Respect Joker because Joker has game outside of 10 feet from the basket. He can shoot a 3. He can shoot a mid-range jumper. Only thing Joker can't do is jump off his feet. Defense-wise, if he going against an elite player like AD, even Drummond, even Aiden,
Yeah, we
from
seen what
Phoenix.
happened.
You move faster than Joker. You can get around him. But then who's gonna be there to protect the basket? Nobody.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, what are we talking about? If you are Rudy Gobert, right? The Stifle Tower, bro, nobody's centers today are
All
at the
around
3 point.
game.
Okay. They can shoot the mid range. They all around. Rudy Gobert was in the East. He wouldn't stand a chance against Embiid. Embiid would dog him. Ben Simmons
Absolutely.
would dog him.
Yeah, it would even. Yeah, hey, you're absolutely right about
This
that.
is why
You're
I
right
say
about that.
nobody's worried about Utah. Honestly,
Yeah,
Denver, on the other hand,
when you put
Denver has
respect
a
on Phoenix the way
squad.
you do, you
Denver
have to.
has
Oh yeah,
Jamal.
Denver
Jamal.
got a
They
squad,
have
boy.
they just got Gordon from Magic from Orlando. They also
Mm-hmm.
have um nobody talk uh-oh. Nobody talks about Michael Porter Jr., bro. Michael Porter
Oh,
Jr. is
yes, he is.
shooting
Hey, he coming.
lights
Hey,
out
he is
right
a
now.
beast. Hey, hold on.
Coming
Hold on,
into
hold
his
on,
own.
hold
The
on.
best thing that could have happened.
He's becoming a beast. But hold on,
Mhm.
and I just want to say this. You know who I'm excited about? LaMelo Ball.
Who?
That boy could hoop. Okay, that's gonna be one of my favorite
Bro. He
players
out here
in
where
the
I'm at.
league.
He out here where I'm at, bro. The city's lit.
Oh, I thought you
Lit.
said something else. I was about to say, but
Lit.
yeah, hey, bro, that hey, that man is a beast. They tried to say he wasn't worth being number 3. Shit, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Number 3 up and coming. Only
Bro.
people ahead of him is Luca and Zion. Shit, that's about right to
He
me.
he he, he better than his brother. If you ask me, LaMelo's better than Lonzo.
Well, well, look, he came in more aggressive. He came in more aggressive,
What?
and
What? What?
once he put fire to his brother ass, you see them numbers coming up, don't you?
His brother
You
started
see them
balling.
numbers coming up, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yeah,
Because you can't.
yeah.
Because
He put that
that's
fire in
code
that
of
ass.
ethic, bro. I can't allow my little brother better than me, and he just came to the league, and I've been here for a minute. Like what?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Hey,
So
whatever
I
you
have to
gotta
show
do,
my ass,
whatever you gotta do, show it.
and
Whatever
it's
you gotta do.
crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because Lamelo is if he didn't get injured, if he did mess his wrist up, bro, like I got them boys. I got them boys in the playoffs or playing to get
Man,
in the
hey,
East.
I'll tell you, man,
I had the
that
boys
kid is something
playing to get in
special.
the East.
I don't know anybody that
Yeah,
can
he
take
is.
it in the paint with both hands and switch it up the way he do. I mean, even at full speed, he bringing it up with the right, ending it with the left. I mean, that kid is something special. I can't wait to see him in the future, man. That kid is something special. I thought when LeBron left, Kyrie was going to be my favorite. It may be LaMelo now.
Kyrie, Kyrie to me,
Watch your mouth.
uh,
Wow,
damn it.
watch your mouth. What you about to say? Well, that's Kyrie now.
Kyrie is a generational player. Kyrie can't lead a team to the championship, let alone get him in the play. Let's be real. Let's
I'll
be
give him
real.
playoffs, but
I'm
not
finna speak
championship.
straight facts.
I'll give him
And here
playoffs.
you go. I'm finna speak. Nope. Nope. I'm finna speak straight facts.
Don't bring that young
Facts.
shit. Don't bring
These
that
are
Cavalier
facts.
young shit. He was only playing
These are
45
these
game
are
type shit.
these
No.
are these are facts. Facts is as long as Kyrie was in a Cleveland uniform, they had the number one pick for 4 straight years.
Facts. Facts.
Facts. Okay. Now here goes
Facts.
some more facts. LeBron decides to come back to
I
Cleveland.
just told your ass don't
And if
bring up that young
LeBron did
shit.
not decide to come back to if LeBron decided to not come back to Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie would still be in Cleveland not winning shit. Facts. Now,
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
reason
yeah,
why
yeah.
Kyrie
I
got
agree
a
with that.
ring is because LeBron came back home.
I agree with that. I agree
Okay,
with that.
they talk
I agree
about
with that.
that shot Kyrie made. Okay, he made the shot, but at the
Don't
same
disrespect
time,
it.
you wouldn't
Don't
be able to make
disrespect
the
that
shot
shot.
if you didn't have LeBron on your team.
Agree. 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 But
And
that,
you
but
would,
see, that's why.
and here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. You decide to not want to play with LeBron anymore, so you take your stupid ass to Boston, right? And what did you do? And what happened? Who was in the finals? Who was in the finals? And
Yeah,
coming out the West?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
coming out the
yeah,
East?
yeah.
LeBron
But
James. Where was you at? Sitting at home watching him play
and that's why he
over
trying to
and
get his revenge
over
with
and
KD.
over and over. See, no, it's not even
But
about
hold,
that because
but hold on.
Even
To
in
be fair though,
Boston, he had a
and
chance.
LeBron's my man's. But to be fair though, he didn't have no equal partner like them boys over there. He ain't had no. He had Tatum and all them. He ain't had no equal championship partner. Let's to be fair now. He got KD. We see what he do. But now that he got, I mean, he got
Time out.
KD now. He got
Time.
KD now. He got KD now.
Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. We
You gotta be
seen
defending him over
what
LeBron.
Boston did without Kyrie. We seen what Boston did without Kyrie. Where did they go? How far did they go? Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron without Kyrie, right?
Just true. This is true. This is true. This is true.
Okay.
Very true.
So this is what I'm saying. Kyrie, I'm not taking enough for Kyrie. Kyrie got game. But at the same time, he do not have that leadership
Let me ask
badge
you a
that you
question.
get
Let me ask you a
on
question. Do you
2K.
think
You know,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Curry is going to Boston and taking them somewhere? The same team that Irving had?
Curry,
Yes. By himself.
yes, because Curry can stay on the court. But
Okay, so you
Curry can
say
stay on the court. Curry don't get injured
okay,
like
so
that.
okay, so Irving goes to Golden State and Curry goes to Boston. Boston better or Boston worse?
Yeah,
Or are they the same?
Boston's better. Boston's
And
better.
what about the Golden State Warriors? They better or worse?
They get worse, and I'm gonna tell you why. Kyrie needs the ball in his hands. Curry don't. Curry moves so much better without the ball. What are we talking about?
If 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 Curry
We're talking about a
was
two-time. We're talking about a two-time back-to-back,
you know,
right?
when
Three
they came back
rings,
from 3-1,
back to back.
when they came back from 3-1, Curry couldn't have did that with LeBron. If the shoe was
Huh?
on the other foot, look, if the shoe was on the other foot and Golden State was up 3-1 and Irvin was the point guard and Curry was with Brown and it was up 3-1, oh, Irvin would have closed that 3-1 out. Yeah, Irvin would have closed that 3-1 out. That's for goddamn show. He would have closed that out. Okay, so that's what I'm
What?
saying. When you say go, yeah, yeah.
What? Oh my God, yo! All
Look,
right,
look,
all
look.
right. So,
If, look, the record is 3-1. The record is 3-1. You switched them.
uh
The
huh.
record is 3-1. You
Mhm.
switched them, right? Irvin is
Mhm.
playing for
Mhm.
Golden State, and Curry is with Cleveland. Irvin is closing out that series. He's not letting. I don't give a damn who it is. He's not letting Curry and LeBron come back from those 3-1 shit. That no. So when you say Golden State
It
will be
wasn't.
worse
It
with
was.
Irvin, I don't know. I don't know because he. You got to remember he was the
Listen.
second builder of
Listen.
coming back from that 3-1. To respect his name and closed it out on
Listen.
the Knicks.
Listen. 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 You also have to perspective of the fact that Bron out of the game because he called LeBron a bitch and kicked him in the balls. Okay, so he got suspended. Draymond didn't play. Now, listen. I'm a LeBron
I
James
mean, that is
fan.
true though.
I'm
That
a
is true
LeBron
though.
James fan, but we're not
That
gonna
is
act like
true.
that didn't happen. So,
It did.
so let's switch it. Okay, let's put
Okay.
Kyrie in Golden State, and let's put Steph with LeBron, bro. Why would you put Steph with LeBron? Do you realize the type of assassin LeBron is? in real
Mm-hmm.
life, and
Yeah.
then you want to add Curry, who can get his own shot, right?
Curry
Who can
disappeared though.
move better
Curry
without the
disappeared.
ball? Who don't Curry do disappear? Yes, we know that. We know that. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, with LeBron, what you put Curry with LeBron, guess what? Curry can move better without the ball than Kyrie can move
That's
without the
true.
ball.
That's true. Oh, I give
Curry
you
don't
that.
need
Oh,
the
I give you that.
ball.
Oh, yeah, I give you that. Yeah,
So
that's
then,
very true.
so you mean to tell me that you have an assassin like LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Curry dribbles. He gets to the bucket. He does his thing. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, he don't move good without the ball. He needs the ball in his hand. Curry don't.
That's
So who
true.
you think
That's
gonna
true.
be
But
better
crunch
with
time,
LeBron?
crunch time playoffs.
Because now you have
LeBron,
LeBron.
yeah,
LeBron can bring the ball up.
yeah, yeah. He could. But look,
Curry don't need the ball
the
in his hand.
with the performance that Irving gave in the playoffs and the crunch time skills he had, LeBron with his skills barely came over that 3-1 lead over the greatest team ever. Curry disappearing in the playoffs ain't pulling that off even with LeBron James backing him because he vanishes. You get what I'm saying? He's not putting up
Hmm.
them Kyrie numbers
I
in these
understand that.
crunch time playoffs like that. He could get you there. He can hit all them threes, make it look cute, make it look sexy. But when we get down to that big boy ball, he is vanishing, and Kyrie is in the mix, in the concrete thundering with them all. You know what I'm saying? And it showed when he hit that three in his ass. Just in case y'all was questioning who is a better point guard, he hit the three in that ass to win the championship. Okay, so we gonna
I
put some respect on his
understand
name,
that.
and his numbers is better in crunch time.
But okay, huh? What?
Yeah, his number, his number,
What?
his numbers are better.
Kyrie,
Who-
Kyrie can't stay. Kyrie can't stay healthy to save his life. Let's
that's
be
true. That's
real.
true. That's
You
true.
got to
That's true.
be on the court longer
Who you take in
throughout the
clutch though?
season.
But who you take in
Who I'm
crunch time?
taking clutch.
If healthy, if healthy,
Crunch,
if healthy.
neither one of them. Neither one of them. I'm taking
I don't.
Dame Lillard.
Oh yeah. Ain't nobody arguing that. Ain't nobody. Hey,
I'm
hey,
not.
look.
I don't want either one of them niggas, man.
Hold on. I want to say that. Hold on. Look, man, I'm not arguing that, but I do think if I was Steph Curry, I would be highly damn pissed because number one, he opened the door to this, and let's not get it twisted. He's still the king of hitting them threes. We seen what happened at the All-Star game. Let's not get it twisted now. Let's not forget about who this man is. We always quick to move on from somebody. Let's respect that man. If we're gonna talk about just straight, see, I'm talking about clutch. I mean, Kyrie can take it to the hole. I mean, but if we talk about threes and miracle shots, I'm still gonna take Curry over Lillard, even though Lillard is that man, just out of mere
I
respect,
am not. I,
out of just
bro,
respect.
bro, you are you are crazy to do that because guess what?
Mm, that's crazy.
Dame shoot them.
Mm.
Dame shoot them shots like they water. Like, do you realize that this man? This is in his regimen now. Like, it's in his regimen that he shoot them shots. You see the shot he hit off. He broke up. You know how many teams this nigga done sent home and then broke up? Dame, Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard,
Look, see,
Portland Trailblazers.
this is what gets my blood
Who broke
going.
up
This is what gets my
OKC
blood going because this is that
with
same
Paul
shit with
Pierce
Phoenix.
and Russell Westbrook?
No, that's that same shit with Phoenix. There you go. You always give somebody too much. You overflow if they cup. Okay? Don't overflow it.
No, no,
Don't overflow it. He does
no.
not have a
Put some
resume
respect
of
on his
Steph.
name.
No. You put some respect on Steph Curry. He does not have the resume of Steph Curry. You talking about he sent more teams home?
Bro,
You talking about more
bro,
times than that
bro,
three-time champion? He sent more
bro,
teams home than that three-time
bro,
champion?
bro. Why is Curry a 3-time champion? He don't have. I've
I ain't gonna
never
lie.
seen.
This
I've
on him.
never
This is
heard
on
of.
him.
I've never. I've never heard of anybody going to play with Dame. But Dame somehow always seems to be at the top of the West when playoff time comes.
Man,
What?
look. He have. We ain't gonna
Always.
act like he didn't have McCollum. We ain't gonna act like he ain't have Aldrich at one time in his younger years.
That's
We're
it.
not gonna act like
That's
we ain't gonna
bro.
act like he ain't have.
Who
We ain't
the
gonna act
fuck
like
is
all this.
Aldridge?
In his younger years,
Who is
he was averaging
Aldridge,
20.
bro?
He was averaging 25 per game, 10 rebounder in his younger days. That's who.
And he left. And he left. And he
Yeah,
left.
yeah,
And they
yeah. And he
wasn't
had
doing
a
shit. And
team.
when he was there, they wasn't doing shit. No, 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 no. When he left, when Aldridge left, bro, it opened up the floodgates for them. And they've been in the playoffs ever since. Ever since. And it ain't been 5, 4,
So you literally
6,
have.
bro.
He
They've
has.
been 1, 2, 3.
He has. Look. He has him and McCullough. 3 points. When they were three
CJ
point snipers, right? But they had the same
CJ
thing with.
who the hell is
Huh? What? Oh, you're not gonna put no
bro?
respect on
Okay,
McCullough's name, bro.
look. No, CJ McCullough is good. He's
Oh, okay,
great.
okay, okay,
He's
okay, okay,
great.
okay,
Them
okay,
are
okay.
the two. It's them are the they you can say them two right there are one of the best two punches in the NBA. When you talk about point guard, shoot guard, period. They get buckets. They both can hit you for 50. Okay, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, we're not gonna sit here and act like Dame one ain't clutch, two he
Oh, he
don't get
clutch.
buckets, and three he will send your ass home. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, but when you
He's more
talking in the
clutch than Steph
context,
is,
when
because
you
Steph
talking
get
in
in
the
the playoffs.
context with Steph, when you talking in the context, in the same sentence as Steph, you can't say that when Steph has more accomplishments. You can't say that. You can't say that.
But
You can't
Steph
say he
has
sent
more.
more teams.
Steph has
You
more.
can't, you can't say he sent more teams home.
Steph has more accomplishments because of who he have on his team. Let's be real. Let's stick Steph ass in the East, or let's stick Steph on the team
I'll
by
give you that.
himself and
I
see
would
what he
definitely
does.
give you that. I'm gonna definitely give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay,
I'll give you
so
that.
so so
I
you
would
have
definitely give
you
you that.
have Dame Lillard who's in Portland, right? And who
Mm-hmm.
he got? He just got CJ, and CJ had to
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
his game up to Dame's level,
That's for
right?
damn sure. That's for
So
damn sure. That's for damn sure.
so when we talk about accomplishments, right? Steph going this, okay? But you need to put some damn respect on Dame Lillard's name. Pinpoint blank. Because guess what? No matter what you say or what you do with LeBron, he don't have a KD. He don't have a Draymond Green. He don't have a Klay Thompson, one of the best sharpshooters in the game today. The only nigga I ever seen take 13 dribbles and damn near get 60 points. 13 dribbles in the whole game and get 60 plus points.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we talking about, yo? Like these dudes, you overlook. A lot of people overlook Dame because in the beginning of his career because of where he played. Then he
Yeah,
started sending
yeah.
motherfuckers home, like Houston. One time he sent
Mm-hmm.
them home. Then he
He
turns
started
around
putting
and
some
sent
respect in his
another
resume.
team
Yeah.
home. He had to turn then and so this is what I'm saying. Put some respect on his name because
Oh yeah, we
ain't
gonna.
nobody doing
Oh
what he
no.
does.
Oh, for sure.
And
We gonna put some respect on his name.
If Dame was playing anywhere else,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't be having this Steph Curry talk
You
because
know, you know what
Dame
though?
would have a couple of rings too.
That could be true, but because if I was Steph Curry, and that could be true, but because if I was Steph Curry and I'm the first one to do it, the greatest shooter of all time with 3 championships, I wouldn't give a damn what you're talking about. You would show some respect. I wouldn't give a damn what your situation up in Portland is. Okay, it's the fact I got 3 championships. I have shown clutch. I have a bomb resume. So yeah, you got respect, but we not gonna sit up here and act like you about to just be over Steph now. Steph earned that. He earned that.
But we not gonna we not gonna sit here and talk about so if we're gonna talk about Steph and clutch, let's talk about when Steph is not clutch, when he don't show up, when
Oh, we
when
were
when he's
we were just
when the
talking we were
playoffs
just talking about
when
we
it
were talking about Irving.
when it's when the oven's hot, when the oven's hot in his fourth quarter, where's Steph? Nowhere to be seen. How the hell a team come down from being 3-1 to kicking y'all ass and sending y'all
But
home, and y'all went 73-9?
now let's be fair though. Let's
How?
be fair.
And you're
I
clutch, right?
can't.
Didn't he win an
I can't
MVP that
remember.
year? Didn't he win a back-to-back MVP that year?
Yeah,
Didn't Steph win an MVP that year?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But you know
okay.
what? But let's be
And y'all
fair
had to
though.
go
We're
get
not gonna
who?
sit up here and
Who
act
you
like
was on the
Kobe was
phone with?
balling.
Hey man, why don't you come play for us?
Hey, we're not gonna act like we ain't gonna
KD.
act like Kobe
Hey
was
KD.
balling every game 7 of his championship run. We're not gonna act like that. Metal World Peace saved his ass. Rick Fox saved his ass. Robert Ory saved his ass. We're not gonna act like like he was just balling like look. Sometimes, man, when the greats take you there, you gotta take them to rest. Okay, they are averaging
Man, what the
damn
hell
near
Kobe got to do with
30
this conversation?
because that's the point that I'm making. Curry does vanish, but so does the great sometime in game
He
7.
disappeared, yo. He disappeared. That nigga pull a
Hey,
Houdini.
hey, sometimes the greats take a back seat in game
He pull a straight
7s.
Houdini, bro.
They tired. If they pull you on all
What?
that time, game 7, they gonna take a little break. Look,
Michael
remember
ain't
when
never pulled the Houdini in game 7. He
well
ain't
that's
never had a game 7,
well
let alone
look.
a game 6.
He's
I
in
don't
his own
know.
category. But who won that championship when they was playing Boston? That was Metal World Peace, sir. Metal World Peace went off at the last minute. If Meta didn't go
What?
off, it wouldn't have been no championship versus Boston. Okay. And so
So who got him there? Who brought that team together? Who got him there?
then I just shut up. I just said the legends will take you there. The legends will take you there, and they gonna rest game 7 sometime. Then I just shut up. God damn it, you ain't listening to me. I just said that. Okay.
We talking about
So
who the hell is Better
so
Roll? That nigga changed his name 3 or 4 times to see Ron Ortez. What man? What?
I'm telling you
Who
right
the
now,
hell
if
is
Ron
Ron
Artest,
Ortez? I was
if
not.
Ron,
Hey, bro, I was not calling that nigga Meta World Peace at
hey,
all.
hey,
That nigga
hey,
name was
you
Ron
know,
Ortez.
he's the person that had y'all marching in that parade in what was that, '09? What was that, '09 or '08? I always forget them years. I always get those 2 years confused. One of them years. Okay. Yeah, he
It
the
was
reason why
'08,
y'all was marching.
and then we
Yeah.
won in 10.
Yeah, so he was the reason why y'all was marching in 8. Okay. No, he was the reason why y'all was marching in 10.
So, so these are the standings in the West. Okay, you have Utah #1, Phoenix #2, Clippers are 3 right now. Denver is 4, Lakers is 5, Portland is 6, Dallas is 7, and the Grizzlies are sitting at 8th spot. Okay, if Steph was some type of miracle man, right? They sitting in 10, 10, 10. If he was some type of miracle man, there's no way in hell this team should be in 10th place in the West.
What that man gonna do with them
Where they at?
kids in the West? You got to remember.
The
You got to
same,
remember.
the same thing LeBron, the same thing
What did
LeBron,
Kobe do
the
with
same
Kwame?
LeBron would do.
What Kobe do with Kwame and the boys?
He told him, he told him to sit his ass on the bench. He can't play with me.
Yeah, because they missed the playoffs because they was in the West. Hey, Steph is in that same spot Kobe was in when he went through a little transition period, had some injuries, had to get his team back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Steph is going to get his name back next year. When everybody comes back and the crew is back, trust me, he's right in that place Kobe was at. Don't even trip. That's where he at. He going to miss a playoff or 2, but don't worry about it. He going to be back.
Nah, bro, you can't you cannot win. You can't win back to back MVPs unanimously win an MVP, and then you get a team like this, and you can't do nothing, bro. No. You got Andrew Wiggins, you got Kelly Oubre,
Bro,
whatever his name is.
in the
You have
West,
Draymond Green still there. You have, bro. I
who is
don't
their
want to
big
hear it.
man?
I don't want to hear that.
Who is their big
What do
man?
you mean, Wiseman? Wiseman, the person they drafted. Of course, he got injured a little bit, but at the same
God
time,
bless his
bro, you are the
heart.
leader of this team.
God bless
You
his
are the
heart. You
leader
gonna
of
put
this
that
team.
man
If
against
it
the
was
monsters
LeBron,
in the West?
if it if it was LeBron, bro, they was crucify LeBron. They would have him hanging on the cross right now, ready to stick the
because that's his
nail in his
standard.
feet.
Because he took the starters from
No,
Target and the
bro,
bench for
Steph had
Walmart and went to the championship. That's why. That's why he earned that right to
so,
do that.
so all right, that
What the
plead my
fuck Steph
case.
gonna do in the
All right, what
West?
LeBron did. What you mean? The same thing Chris Paul is doing. The same thing Damian Lillard is doing. Because Damian Lillard team to be talked about, he's basically been the only one that's healthy. Him and Melo. CJ's been injured. Nurkic got injured again. What are we talking about? And then
You know,
you got the Grizzlies sitting at eight. Who the fuck is the Grizzlies? They got John Morant and Jared Jackson.
you make an argument with Portland, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you look at that West and you see that roster, and bro, Steph can't do nothing with that. What's wrong with you? By himself, with
What you
Clay,
mean,
and a
bro?
big
He's not
man.
playing with a bunch of rookies.
No, he
He's
not.
not
No,
playing with
he
a bunch of
not, bro.
rookies, man. I don't want to hear no
Man,
excuses.
man, look at that
These
East.
niggas
I give you that argument.
are these dudes have been in the league for years. Like what? What? No. It's about leadership. It's about having the tangibles that
He's
you need
trying.
to lead a
He,
team. Steph don't got it.
he's
No. And
definitely trying.
then
He's
you got a
definitely
Hall of
trying.
Fame coach that I call it
First of all,
karma. Okay? These niggas went on that run for the last 4 or 5 years, right?
thank you,
Right? They went on this
thank you.
hell of a run. And then you had Steve Kerr take Mark Jackson's team and win a championship with it. And
Right up
then
under.
everybody thought it was peaches and cream. Now they sitting in what place? 10th place 5 years, 6 years, or 7 years later. Like I don't that it should baffles me, bro. But at the same time, I still blame Kirk. Yeah, he was injured, but at the same time, nigga, this your team. And if this your team, you should have them ready to ball. If it was
Listen,
LeBron, if it was KD, if it was anybody else, they would crucify that. No, like they
because that's the
crucifying
standard.
the Clippers
That's
do.
the standard.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard would get no. You can't be a champion, bro, and your team is in 10th place.
Y'all didn't
No,
tell that to Kobe and
no.
010.
If this was Kobe, they were crucified. What,
You didn't tell that. Y'all didn't tell that to Kobe when he was playing with Kwame.
bro?
Y'all
We
still
talking
said he
about a
was a
whole different
champion.
league. And how did he get
Y'all,
Kwame? Who
y'all
and how
still
did he
said he
get
was a
Kwame?
champion.
How did he get Kwame? In a trade, right? In a trade, right? That's how Kwame Brown came to the Lakers in the
Y'all
trade,
can't do y'all can't do stuff like that. Y'all got to give at least Steph 1 year. Y'all got to give Steph 1 year at least. Y'all got to give Steph 1 year. Y'all can't do that. And look,
bro.
every
No,
fan
because
ball
if it was LeBron, there wouldn't. No,
because
if it was
LeBron never
LeBron, they would
displayed that.
crucify LeBron.
Because LeBron never displayed such character.
And that's why I tell people all the time. To all them Laker fans who didn't want LeBron, when he made the decision to say, you know what, I'm leaving Cleveland and I'm gonna go somewhere else, and he decided to be a Laker. And people are
Uh
like, I
huh.
don't want LeBron, and now that you got him, and now he's a champion in a Laker uniform, and now people wearing LeBron jerseys. No, take that motherfucker off. Take it off. Go hang it up. Get your money back because you're not allowed to wear LeBron James jerseys, bro. No, bro. I don't care who you are, bro. I don't
Okay.
know. We're not doing that, man. That shit pissed me off.
Hold on now. Because
Oh,
LeBron
I don't want
brought some
LeBron.
fans over.
LeBron is not a LeBron.
Okay,
LeBron
then
brought who?
don't claim the trophy then.
What
Don't claim the
fans?
trophy then.
He brought me
LeBron,
over. Yeah, he
he
brought
brought the
me
LeBron
over.
fans over to
He
LA.
brought a couple of friends. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
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 yeah. He did. He did.
yeah.
But you gonna put some respect on my man's on King James' name at the same time because first y'all didn't want. Now that he brought the championship like he said he was gonna do, he got it. He got these players to come, and he's doing his thing, and he's being a leader, and he's showing by example, and he
As
done
he done
been
his
to the
whole career.
finals this many times, and, and now y'all want to hop on the LeBron James bandwagon. No, we're not doing that. Y'all sit y'all ass on the sideline. That championship was not for y'all.
Well, time heals all wounds.
at
There was
all.
just a little
It
hut.
wasn't for
There was
y'all.
just a little hut. There was just a little hut. They didn't want nobody
No,
to
I'll
get,
tell you what it was. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it was. I'm gonna tell you what it was. They seen another great player, right? We lost Kobe, right? Kobe retired. Okay, and they like, oh man, oh, I don't want LeBron to surpass Kobe. The only thing LeBron haven't surpassed Kobe in is championship rings,
yeah, right,
but he has
right,
surpassed him in every
right.
stat category in the NBA. So
Mm-hmm.
what are we talking about? So why are y'all
All that,
mad?
yeah.
Like that's something
Mm-hmm.
I never understood. Like,
They should have
okay,
gracefully
Kobe is great.
inherited LeBron.
Kobe is Kobe. Kobe is a 20-year Lake. He's Laker. He's a Laker for life. 20
Cemented,
years to one organization,
cemented.
cemented. So why is it that when LeBron came over, you know his pedigree, you know for a fact he get the team around him, he's going to the finals, which they said he couldn't do coming to the West. And that's why I don't
Oh,
understand how
I don't
they
understand
they look
why they
over him
wouldn't.
when an when these MVPs are passed out, right? When the MVP is passed out, he got it when he was in the East, but he didn't get it again. But he was yet taking them Cleveland teams, to the finals every fucking year. So
Every
now,
year.
okay, I'm leaving Cleveland. I'm going to the West, where they said I
Mm-hmm.
can't win at, right? And I go to the West, and before I get injured, I had the Laker team who ain't been to the playoff in years. I had them in the fourth seed in the West. I
In
get
the
injured
West,
and we don't make the playoffs. Okay, cool. That's fine. In the West, that's fine.
drastic
I come back the
change.
next year, me and AD, and now we're what 1-2 in the West, and I don't get an MVP. What? What?
If you're gonna
What
do it
are we
like
talking like that? That's the
because
hating shit that I be talking about.
no, because if you're gonna do it like that, you're gonna do
Y'all
that
give it
every
to
year.
Giannis, who can't
You
get
got
out of
yeah,
who
yeah,
can't who can't get to the finals at all.
yeah. Because look, you
Y'all give
can't
it to
have it two ways.
Giannis.
You're already talking about LeBron is the greatest player, arguably in the history of the NBA. You're in another league. So when we talk about MVP, if that's the case, we'll be giving that to you every year because you're in the context of being the greatest of all time, arguably. So if that's the case, we might as well just hand it to you until the day you retire. We can't do that. So we
Most,
know who you are.
hey, I got
Let's
it.
give it to some most valuable players that's up
Mhm.
and coming. I can see why they do that. I can see why they do that for sure.
But it's the award is named most valuable player. So if I'm the most valuable player to my team, you take me away. With, let's talk about it.
That
You talking about the most
because
valuable?
by
You
definition,
take me
you're
away.
right.
You take me away from any team that I'm on. Any team that I'm on, James. You take him away. That team don't make it to the playoffs.
By
They become a
definition, you're
first
right.
round draft. They
But
become a
that's a
first
different
round
league.
draft pick. They get a first round draft pick. Number one and number two draft pick in the first round when he
Yeah,
leaves.
yeah, yeah.
We seen this at we seen this left Miami. What happened when he left Cleveland the first time? And they drafted Kyrie,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
He goes to Miami. He leave Miami. What happens? They never the same.
Mm-hmm.
Then he
Yep.
goes back to Cleveland. Leave Cleveland. Look, they've been in the lottery for the last 3-4 years since he's been gone. 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what are we talking about? The most valuable player to the team.
Be- because you got to look at it like this: when he's already the greatest, arguably of all time, right? Right, and then look at the team he's on now. So say he get injured, right? You still have an AD,
He is
right?
injured.
Yeah. So you're like,
Both of them are
say no,
injured.
right? I'm saying say nobody was injured, okay? Then LeBron get injured. You still got an
Hmm.
AD that could take him to the playoffs until he get back. You still got some key pieces. If you're talking about people
That's not
like a
guaranteed,
Dame Lillard,
bro.
Dame
It's
Lillard
not
get injured,
guaranteed with
that's
AD.
it. No. It's not no guarantee. It ain't no guarantee. But it's nothing compared to a Dame Lillard getting injured. Where is Portland going without Dame Lillard? You get what I'm saying? With LeBron, at least you still have a 1B. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no 1B to Dame's 1A. And when you're looking at stuff like that, that's the most valuable player. You get what I'm saying? Or when
What
you're
about
looking at
CJ?
somebody that
What about CJ? CJ not a
is
one
it
A to Dame one not a 1B to Dame ain't 1A.
only because there's not nobody better. But it ain't like, I mean, it ain't like, no,
They even got Melo now.
that's his, that's, look, that's his 1B. But we're talking about dual MVP runs. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, superstars like, to that magnitude. If a LaMelo Ball got injured, what I'm saying? Or like key people like that where you don't have a partner that can potentially by themselves take you to the playoffs until you get back. I think those are most valuable players. But when you have like somebody that's the greatest of all time, I think that's already spoken for. Like we already know. We'll be giving it to you every damn year. We'll be giving it to every year. Give it to these people that's up and coming right now that does not have a partner. And if they got injured, they got no chance whatsoever. None. So that's who I would give it to. I would give it to
So
LeBron.
what? So
They should give it to him this year though. They should give it to him this year though.
so you got I got the Lakers and I got the Nets in the finals. Okay,
Me too.
but
Me
I
too.
got the Lakers in six. I got the Lakers in six. All right, let's change the topic a little bit. Tell me, what do you think about the NFL and what's going on with Deshaun Watson? Have you been following that?
But look, I got to be sensitive to things I don't know because you don't know what you don't know. But I find it very convenient that he ain't want to come back to the team, and all of a sudden, all the information in that area that came out. Now I don't know if the coaches said, "Let him plan for us. We're gonna go ahead and have this, underneath the desk." And then as soon as he didn't want to play, they shuffle them papers on back up. I don't know if but it seems that's the case. It seems that's the case.
I find it very weird, like you said. I think
Very
Houston has
weird.
a lot to do with this.
Yeah,
I think Houston Texans has their hands in somebody cookie jar because how? I think it's up to 25, 26 now.
I will say this. I
It
will
ain't
say this,
crazy.
folks.
And by any means, bro. I'm not saying it's not fact. We don't know. No. Okay. But I think everybody needs to let this thing play out. And it needs to play out because if these women are lying, all these bitches go to jail.
I,
And
yeah, they should. They should.
we
They
need to
should.
dig deeper and find out. Because if Houston got something to do with this, the owner needs to sell the team. And he needs to sell the team to somebody black.
But you know what? Here's another possibility, though. Here's another possibility. It could be true, but it's one of those things that, again, you cover up because you play for us. And in the moment that you leave, we'll unveil all this. We'll cover all this shit. That could also be a possibility. It could be both. You know what I'm saying? Where okay, he all good until you don't play. You don't play for us, we don't protect you no more. It could be one of those things, or it could be like he's just totally innocent. But I just think that the time is like real, you know, real convenient. You know what I'm saying for Houston. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's payback. I think that's funny right there. But I do think it's a huge possibility that, 25, you got to go look for 25 people to collaborate a story. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but I could also possibly see, cover up, and then you don't play for us, we're not covering no more. I could definitely see that. But I don't know. But
That that right there, bro, that right there is a kicker too. That right there, you got something right there. Because
mhm.
that's mm, mm, mm,
It's hard to find
that'd be
25 people to collaborate on one
that'd
story.
be
But that cover up,
that'd be
yeah.
crazy. But
Yeah,
but
because they
but
probably still got, they paid them off. They probably paid
I
them off. They
think I
probably still
think
got
there's
original
only
complaints.
no. They ain't paid nothing off. They ain't paid nothing off. He
No,
said he's
no,
not
no, not
paying
him.
nothing.
No, not him.
And
Not
that
him. Not him. I'm talking about, if there was like some complaints, if he did do it and they complained behind the scenes, the team probably, took the complaints
mm,
down, stripped them off a little something. You know what I'm saying? They covered them up, sweep things off, under the rug, how they do celebrities and teams. But, again, you're not playing with them. They unfouling them cabinets. You know what I'm saying? They letting all that go. So
mm,
that's another huge possibility. But you know, like I said, is either way, it's unfortunate, bro. Either way, it's unfortunate because right now, whether it's true or not, bro, that's gonna stick. That sticks with your character. That sticks with that, like, anywhere you go. If you just wanted to go and get your body rubbed on in peace, somebody's gonna know that you had that accusation, innocent or not.
yep,
So
yep,
that's why I
yep.
feel sorry for that young
He would
man
have been better
regarding
off
that.
going. He would have been better off going to Miss Ling Ling.
But look, you know, I really do feel sorry for that young man because, like, overnight, man, everything just came out the floodgates. And man, that's crazy. But I'm praying for him.
Yep. He would have been better off going.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
And I think I honestly think like with the situation, man. I think it's very unfortunate, man, because as a black man, you know what I'm saying? Like you want a different opportunity for yourself, and you can't even say, you know what, I'm done here.
Man,
Trade
you
me,
sure can.
right?
You sure can. That's
Trade me.
crazy.
I want to be traded. Hello, I want to be traded. And now, like, I find it very weird, bro. Like, you ask for a trade, you say you're not re-signing, you don't want. They're bringing a whole new coach, and now it started off with one, then it jumped to five, then it went from five to nine. Now we're sitting at 25, 26. Like,
He
bro,
thought
that's
that front office was
and
playing, and that front office reminded him. Remember the complaints back 5 years ago, 6 years ago? We still got that in the filing cabinet. Go downstairs and open that box up.
bro, he ain't been in the league that long. He ain't been in the league that long.
Well, I'm speaking fictitiously, but you know, because look, I find it like this. I find it hard. Look, I find it hard to get 25 people. I'm not saying he, did anything, but I do find it. Listen, when you're an athlete, right? And then well, I don't know, and you don't know on that level, obviously. But when you're a professional athlete, I can imagine you going and you got a little money, right? And then you kind of, okay, well, here, right? They might do some things that sound comfortable. Ain't gonna be no complaint generally, you know what I'm saying? But then it might come up on some paperwork later on. It might do a little, okay, but it's not gonna be big where it come up. Then you know what I'm saying? When it comes to this, where, okay, I don't want to play with you and X, Y, and Z, yeah, that paperwork probably fouled up, you know, and with little complaints at, they little
Yeah,
private little salon or whatever the thing is, you know, because as long as he's throwing touchdowns and getting them to the playoffs, they got a complaint on the, give me the complaint, shouldn't be all those, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't playing for us no more. So yeah, you want that? Okay, go ahead. I ain't tripping. But as long as he playing for us, then yeah, we gonna take care. We gonna take it. We got you. You know what I'm saying? We got you. And I'm telling you, I think that's a huge possibility, bro. It's a lot of, when you play for a team in the city, it's a lot of dirt to be done. That can be small time or whatever. And the team's gonna brush that under they're gonna brush that under the thing. They ain't really tripping about that until do something, out the radar. And we seen that happen to Zeke. Zeke was getting in so much damn trouble with the Cowboys. It wasn't even funny. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the
bro,
stuff we don't hear about. Imagine the stuff we don't hear about. So
bro, it's insane.
you never know. Yeah, you never know. You never know. So You know, man, I'm praying for that young man because nobody deserves that type of accusation. That's for sure. Nobody.
Yeah, for real. So, question: Top five, dead or alive, rappers. Top five. What you listening to right now? As a matter of fact, like what artist got your attention right now?
Hey, you know what, man? Look, I gotta say, I I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm listening to Top uh, right now in Nip with Bino and Drake. Those are my rounds right now. So I got Drake, I got Nip and Bino, and I got Top NBA YoungBoy. I got those in my little rotation right now. As of today, I had them in my rotation. Oh, and little and little
NBA
Ice Spice
Youngboy.
with the girl. Oh, you don't disrespect NBA YoungBoy. I love. Hey, he bring that melody with them lyrics. He pour his soul on the track. He pours his soul on that track. That boy will bleed that wax. Oh man, yeah. Anybody that will bleed the wax like that, man. Oh man. Anybody that pour their soul out like that, I can respect that record. I mean, you can. I mean, man, you can hear his pain. You can hear his pain in that.
NBA Young NBA
NBA young
Young
boy.
Boy.
NBA young boy. You know, yes. You know, look,
Hell no,
look.
bro. I
Anybody,
couldn't. I can't. I
any,
can't.
any.
NBA Young Boy. No,
What? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly who you're talking about. He ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't listening
He
to
he ratchet. He ratchet. But he still believes that track. He talk
him.
about where he talk about where he's from. You know what I'm saying? His struggles, all of that. Hey, you know who really grown on me though, and I'll be late to artists. But you know who grown on me out of nowhere? No baby. That boy be snapping.
Little
I know I'm
baby,
late.
bro. You just now getting on little baby. What?
I don't know, man. First time
What?
because he was mumbling
What
very,
about
very
what
aggressive.
about the baby? What about the baby?
Oh my God, can that boy rap? That boy know he know how to flow. He snaps. Yeah, he
He from
snaps.
out here, where I'm at. Where? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
wow.
from North Carolina, Charlotte. Mm-hmm.
Shut,
Yeah, he
ooh,
be out here.
back
Bro, I see him all
in
the
the
time.
back corners of the earth.
He got his car. His cars are in. Yeah, he got his car sitting in like camouflage, like they like that
Hey,
Charlotte color, like that purple and that turquoise blue.
my
Yeah,
man
he got a
say,
Charger that's
my man's look
camouflaged
like he
like
did a
them
good out
colors,
there,
bro. It's
so he
crazy.
got a creek. I know you can get some good land out there for some good
He
money. He
does.
said he got a whole creek, and I'm like, man,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah,
bro, bro. Three
he
hundred
live out
thousand
that
dollars.
creek out there.
$300,000 would get you 2 to 3 acres of land, right?
Five
Also,
hundred thousand would
depending on
probably
where
get
you
you a
want to
90
stay, you
second
can
and
buy the
sit
land.
around in LA. Good lord.
Bro, you ain't never lying. See, that's the crazy thing, bro, because out there, you can pick up one of these houses out here, these brick homes out here, that's nice. Move it to California, bro, you triple your money. Triple,
They brick
quadruple your
homes
money.
too. Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
they brick homes out here too. Yeah,
You ain't
yeah,
getting not an inch of stone out here
yeah.
for
It's,
nothing. No, yeah, you ain't getting not a brick stone, nothing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo, yeah, you can get some good property
bro,
out there in Vegas for sure.
yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like I'm who I've been listening to, like as of
Who's
late,
in your rotation?
like my rotation. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I've listened to a lot of R&B, but
So
but
who's on your R&B list? Old school R&B or new?
so I right now, who's in my R&B?
Yeah.
You got Alex Isley, who's a female. Okay, you have um Lucky Day, who's a dude, killing, killing. They just dropped a remix together, killing. It's ridiculous.
I'll have to
And
check them out.
I've been also, yeah, bro. Like, and I've been also on um 2 Chains. 2 Chains been in my rotation. Who else been in my rotation? Um, Janae.
You
Janae has been in my rotation also.
you don't got no Drake or Nip up in there. What's wrong with you?
Bro, I don't listen to Drake like that.
Oh, the disrespect.
I don't. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, listen. No, it's not disrespect. To me, Drake has not been the same since his first album. Like the hunger, I don't feel like the hunger's there. Okay, all right. Drake hop on everybody's shit. Okay, so
Forgive
it
this
be me
man.
tired of hearing him. Yeah, Scary Hours too. That's nice. Scary Hours too. It's crazy. I'm not gonna listen to him, but he's not in my rotation right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I've been
Man.
listening to Anderson Pack,
Oh, he
Nip.
nice. He
Nip, I
nice.
have been listening to Nip. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. Um, I've been listening
Mm-hmm.
to a lot of melodic, a lot of like Victoria Monet. You gotta you
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
talking about something, but you also gotta have a voice because Victoria Monet,
Mm-hmm.
I Alex Isley, and Lucky Day, they write. They were writers first, but they also
Mm.
can sing. Like Neo.
Yeah,
Neo
yeah, yeah.
can perform, he can sing. But
Mm-hmm.
also, I'm gonna tell you who else been in my rotation. Don Tolliver.
I know him. I haven't heard
That
too
Heaven
much,
or Hell
but yeah,
album. That Heaven or Hell. The
I
Heaven
haven't
or
heard too
Hell
much, but
is his
yeah,
last album, bro. You gotta check it out.
yeah.
You
Okay,
gotta check
I'm
out that
gonna check it
album.
out.
Heaven or
I'm
Hell.
gonna check it out. Yeah,
And 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 I kind of been on my Memphis shit a little bit here with Moneybag Yo
I
and
would love to say
Gotti.
Moneybag Yo. Oh, hey, look, that's another brother that can
Moneybag,
snap.
bro.
That
Moneybag is
bro, that's another
money,
brother that can.
money, Moneybag is
That
and
boy can
CMG
snap.
just as a cat, bro. Like
Yeah.
them dudes, man. Them dudes are
Hey, but you know what? I'm excited for
I like
Migos
what
album.
I like what he doing.
I'm excited
Culture
for
Three,
Migos.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for
They've
that.
been in the
Yeah.
from what I've seen, they Khaled getting ready to drop an album.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they
Mm-hmm.
gonna be on his
Mm-hmm.
album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been peeping
Yeah.
that out. I've been peeping that out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited to
But,
hear them come out again, especially Quavo. I miss some little Quavo.
oh,
I need another
oh,
album. Hey, that
yeah. I
album
mean,
go.
they
That
all did
album
their
so go.
separate things.
Not the third one.
Which
Not the
one?
third one.
Quavo's?
Uh, Take Off. That boy took off somewhere because we
Take
only
off.
seen him. Yeah, we only seen him. We only we only seen Quavo and Offset. So yeah, yeah. I don't know if he DJ somewhere
Yeah.
or something, but yeah. Migos. I'm for sure can't wait for them to come out.
I mean,
It's been
yeah.
long ago.
Yeah.
They be snapping.
Yeah. It's been long overdue. You're right. It
But
has been long overdue.
you know they
So I'm
got something
just
to talk
curious of what
about.
their content gonna sound like.
Oh, you know they
Yeah,
got something to
of
talk
course
about.
they do. I
They got
mean,
something to talk about.
Quavo and Jay Z got something in common. That elevator. So I
Hey,
mean,
hey, hey, that is for
they got
sure.
something in common.
That is, hey, that is for sure. You're right about
Shit.
that. But one thing about my
Shit.
brother, and this is why I did not like when the outlets was bigging it up, talking about bra. Look, speaking of TMZ, they talking about he was in a brawl with Saweetie. A brawl. A
A
brawl.
bra.
Like when
What?
see
The
when you
video
read
came
these
out. You like
things,
what, bra?
bro, man, they trying to lock these niggas up. I'm like, oh, bro,
For real.
like you got to be careful, man, of these words you using when you describing the whole story. Okay, now but
Yeah,
Jay Z got his whole ass whooped. Quavo and them was just
bro.
fighting over the game, the Call of Duty case. It was just a little tug of war. At least he still stayed. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole
Bro,
different thing.
see, but the thing about it is, Quavo didn't punch her. Quavo didn't put no hands on her. Quavo didn't swing at her. Swung at him 3 times. Every
Little
last
tug
one
of
of them.
war. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So it really
Say that right.
don't
Say,
make
say
any
the last part. The
sense
service went out.
how they try to put. I said he dodged all 3 punches she threw at him. He didn't put his hands on her. And she tried to run off with his case. And that's the only time he
What
grabbed
Nas
her
say? You
just to get his
Tybo hoe.
case back. Like,
We see them Tybo skills that Nas was talking about that day. That boy blocked every punch, ever one.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was crazy,
but
man.
no,
I think she was in it. I think she honestly was in it to just get her name out because bro, you don't do
uh,
nothing like that, man. Like you
well,
and
well,
it kind of crazy because it seemed like all she was doing was taking. She
take it
seemed
what?
like one of them
Yeah,
females that
well,
just
yeah,
take.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
that is
take
true.
this.
The
You
way,
gonna give me
yeah.
this? I'm gonna take this.
One
I'm gonna
thing
take
she
this.
was
I'm gonna take this.
she was
And
open about
then
it.
when all hell break loose, yeah,
That's one thing I will say.
yeah,
You know,
she was, man. You know,
that's what. Yeah,
and she did that interview with Justin LeBoy and Justin Combs,
you don't embarrass
and
your man
her
like
and
that.
Justin Combs used to be together.
You don't embarrass your man like that. You don't embarrass your man like that. You don't embarrass your man like that. What's wrong with you? But then again, you didn't embarrass him no more than what you've been doing for the past few months anyway, when you were talking about Birkin bags and all of that stuff and who was more important and all of that. So that ain't really no out of character. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of character. Ain't like, she
Yeah, bro.
displayed something totally different, you know? So,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
but
I think it's crazy, man.
yeah.
It's crazy situation, crazy ordeal that he had to endure because to mm,
And,
God,
and You know, hey, it's best he got up out of there anyway, man. You don't want to ruin that young good black brother like that. Okay, he got a lot coming up. You know what I'm saying? He good. He don't need that. He don't need that dark energy. Okay, he don't need that dark energy. He need to get up out of that anyway.
and you're right. It is dark. Yeah, the
And take
energy,
it,
the
take
energy,
that
man. That's
energy and put it
very
into an
important.
album. Yeah, we need that. We need that album energy from him. You can take that and use it for some good, and then never look back.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
And I think this album, this Culture 3 album is gonna be it's gonna definitely. I'm surprised. I am personally. I want to see who they're gonna collab with. Oh, where you go? Disappeared. He done disappeared. See if I can get him back on. Let's see if I can get him back on. Go from there. Bear with me. Oh, my boy phone cut off. Oh, Christ. Oh, okay. Sign back in. He can sign back in, people. We finish having this discussion. I appreciate Appreciate the comments, people at the bottom. Appreciate it. Y'all tuning in. I appreciate this. I know. I think this is something we definitely gonna be doing a lot more with me and Marcel because we got shit to talk about.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on.
Oh, you,
Okay,
you got your, you
hold
got
on.
your beat, got your beats too, right? Oh yeah, we good.
All right, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, about an hour. I
Uh,
glaze that ass. They're trying to get on that FIFA online tonight.
oh,
Hey,
FIFA online.
hey, um, hey, you said now. What were you saying now? When my phone messed up?
No, I don't even remember. What were we talking about? Music or what were we talking about? Man, we was talking about something.
He said, I don't
Just
remember.
that fast, yo.
He said, I don't remember. Oh, I think your top five.
Mm, mm, yeah, top five.
Hey,
What I'm listening to
it's hard.
now,
It's hard to say
but
top five. Yeah, it's hard to say top five though. But my all time is Drake though. That's for sure.
I what
He
I've been,
covers all genre of
I,
music.
yeah, but Drake don't write his own shit.
Mm, 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 Hold on.
You know,
What
and
artist has not been
to
inspired
me
by
that,
other writers in the studio?
bro, when you talk about somebody that write their own shit
No.
or talk their own shit, lyricists write their own stuff. Lyrical. You ain't never heard of Royce
We're not talking about lyricists though.
writing for M. I'm talking about a lyricist. That's what I listen to. Sorry, like you never heard M
Well,
for Royce or Royce writing for M. It would never happen. They speak two different lingo's. Like
you
that
ain't never
that shit.
heard
No,
you, but you ain't never heard them bring no
huh?
music like Drake neither though. If you talk about lyricists, you can take that over there with the rap battles. Yes. You talk about lyricists,
Hey,
Royce the
hey,
Fi- look,
hey! You talking about rap battles? You talking about rap battles, right? You talking about
you can
rap
take
battles,
that over
right?
there with the rap
What you think I
battles.
got on my TV? What you think I got? What you think I got on my TV, bro? I got
Look,
URL on my
look,
TV, bro. I watch this.
look.
That's what I do.
Hey,
That's what I do, yo.
my boy Jarrell, look, my boy Jarrell be like, Royce the 5'9" just dropped some stuff. Look, bro, I respect their lyricism. M just dropped something. Yeah, I respect their lyricism. I ain't about to listen to that shit all day. Okay, all that just
Bro,
like, man, give me music that is timeless, that I can listen to all day, that'll bring some motion and feeling out of me. I don't want to just hear no lyrics in my car all day. I want some
so
feeling.
tell me this.
I want
So tell me
music.
this. So tell me this. Do you think we would have found Drake's son if Pusha didn't bring it, didn't say anything about it?
Eventually, yeah, 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 yes, yes. Why wouldn't you have? You think he was gonna hide that little boy?
Mm.
You think he was gonna hide that little boy?
Shit, yeah.
What was the urgency of him? What was the urgency of him telling everybody that he had a child? The people who knew. What was the urgency for us to
Yeah.
know?
But at the same,
Because then
he's a father.
we know now what anybody. Yes,
No,
but look,
bro,
anybody
bro,
give him gifts?
bro. When you first became a father,
Anybody send gifts?
when you first became a father as a man, you wanted the whole world to know
Hmm.
because that was part of your life. You, this person, you becoming a father for the first time. That's exciting. That's a milestone.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Why wouldn't you want the world to know? No, I'll tell you what it was. It's the fact that he had
I
a
think
baby on the way
I think
by a porn star and he didn't want to get judged. He didn't want to get judged. So Drake being Drake wasn't gonna tell
That
everybody, you know,
that nigga
and no,
world
it
was
ain't
living in
everybody
the same
business.
world he was
But at the
living
same
in
time,
when
bro,
everybody found out
you
he was
you
guilty.
you are you you are a public figure. You are quote unquote the GOAT of radio music right now, bro. You playing, you charting, you that dude, right?
Hmm.
But you finna go through this phase in your life to become the father for the first time, and you don't want the
Hold
world to
on.
know.
The the first time we even seen Blanket is when Michael Jackson was hanging off the balcony. Okay, and that's the first time we see
Yeah,
Blanket.
but we also
Okay, the
but
faces was
we
covered up
also
and
knew
everything.
Michael, but we also knew
So what's the
Michael
difference?
wasn't hiding his he wasn't hiding his kids.
He literally had the
Were them
mask
really his
on
kids?
their face. They couldn't breathe. They even suffocated walking from the entrance of Target to the truck. They couldn't wait to get in the truck. Take that damn mask off. You couldn't see their
Yeah,
face.
but
It was always
what I'm
covered.
what I'm
What's the difference?
what I'm what I'm saying is we knew he had a child though. We knew he had kids. We knew.
You know, I respect a man who celebrates his life, not only his way, but whatever he holds more value to his heart and privacy. Because I will say this, when you make things
Bro, he
public,
didn't believe the
I
child was
also I
his.
always ask this,
He didn't believe the child was
he got
his.
that right. It was a porn star. He didn't have a
Yeah, the
Princess
porn
Madonna.
star.
It
Yeah.
was a porn star. Yeah. Oh, and, hold on. And that's another
Yeah,
thing. And that's
he
another
talked
thing we got
about
to take into
he he
consideration.
talked
Hold
about
on.
it.
That's another thing, bro. If you didn't even know that was your kid, you don't know enough to put it out in that world like that. You don't know what he was going on behind the scenes. You don't know if he was getting a test. You don't know what was cooking up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. What Pusha T did was premature. Okay, it wasn't even your business to do. I don't even know why you told that man's business. Okay, number one. Number two, he had to
I'm gonna
see
tell you why.
if he was
We know
comfortable
why.
enough to know if it was his
We know
child.
why.
And number
We know
three,
why.
my
We
thing
know
is
why
this:
he said
what
something.
is the difference between a world knowing or not? Not nobody in the world
Bro,
bought the baby
bro,
gifts.
bro.
They ain't went to the baby
As a
shop. They ain't do
man,
none of that. So why do we need to know who the baby is?
as a man, bro,
As
you
long as
becoming a
he's
father
picking
for the
that
first
child
time.
up from school, dropping them off at home, that's all that matters. The
For the
world
first
knowing
time,
his child don't got nothing to do with him being a father to that child.
bro.
Because it's
As a
not a
man,
that
when you
child ain't
first
gonna
be,
see no
oh
difference.
my god. As a
No
man, like I
difference.
said, as a man, you become a father for the first time. You mean to tell me you don't want the world to know?
But that wasn't his situation. His situation was he had a baby, possibly by a porn star, which ended up being his. It wasn't like he was married and
Bro,
planned it,
no, bro,
and it was in a
bro,
long-term
bro,
relationship with the girl.
bro. That kid, that kid looked just like his mama. The kid looked just like Drake. Have you seen the kid? And
But we don't know
and
what
then
that
look
kid
at
looked
his
like when they
son,
first came out. We don't know what that kid like when
bro.
they first came out. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
when the baby first came out, he gonna look like anybody, and he probably had questions, and he did not know enough to share it with the world. Why is another man sharing his
uh,
business? He don't know enough to share his
because
own
he
business.
should have,
It's a
he
different.
shouldn't have brung up his wife. He shouldn't have brung up his wife. Drake brung up his wife, and that is rule number one. And you know that if you know rap.
I
Okay,
ain't gonna argue
if
with
we
that.
going back and forth
I ain't gonna argue with
on a
that. I
record,
ain't gonna argue with
right?
that.
He named his wife, and that's when all the gloves were off. All hell broke loose. It all came out, and that's what it was.
No, for sure, for sure. My Wi-Fi not on. No, no, for sure. Hold on, let me turn my Wi-Fi on. No, no, for sure. I will for sure give you.
This dude left again. Been down left again. Hello. You back? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Hold on. Still can't hear you. Can you hear me? There you go. I hear you now.
Okay, okay, okay. No, 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 no. What you said now? Oh, no.
I said it
That is a
was
totally different situation, right? When you're in a relationship and you're in an open relationship, yes, you are a proud
no.
father. Okay, you're gonna share that. That's the energy that you're gonna have. But if
Yes.
you have something that's uncertain that you've been doing in the streets, that presentation is wrapped differently that you're gonna have with the public. Okay, so we can't
Oh, I
expect you to just
understand
be
that.
coming out
But
all
Drake
joyful
being
and
the
stuff.
artist
Well,
that
that
he
was
is.
never the case.
So you mean to tell me if the woman was Rihanna he was having a baby with, it would have been the same thing?
Yeah, because
Hell
that
no.
relationship is public,
He would have
and
he would have
he
screamed
exercised
he
that
would have screamed
emotion
he
that
would have
he's on
screamed
her.
that to the
Yeah,
yeah, but yet you got a
yeah,
baby
because he
by a
screamed
porn
it to the
star
top that
coming.
he was on her.
Yeah.
Look,
He nah.
that situation with
He
the
dropped
porn
the
star
ball on
was under
that,
the
bro.
blankets.
You can't
So was that situation. He didn't even know. He didn't know. He didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But not to mention, let me ask you a question.
bro, you
If
know
you're a
who you
celebrity and you
bro,
got a
as a
baby,
man, you know who you
are you
speak.
quick? Are you quick to expose that? You quit, or are you quit,
Am
especially if you don't, because like you
am
said,
I a
you don't
celebrity?
know what the media be doing to these kids.
Listen. Listen here. If I'm a celebrity, bro, if I'm a celebrity, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm literally sticking my dick
Oh, if you're a celebrity, yeah.
and I'm a celebrity, right? And I'm sitting here
hmm
and I am wilding, right? No
Yeah.
protection,
Yeah.
just wilding, just shooting up the
Yeah.
club. You know
hmm
who club you shooting up, bro? Like you know who club you shooting up, unless you getting around like that. But you done shot up a couple of clubs. What you think's gonna happen? This not no. This is not no. Nigga, we not in high school no more. Nigga, we grown ass men. What are we talking about? You
I think
think you
that
can shoot somebody club up? You think
I
you
think
can go?
I
You
think
can play an
I think I'm from the old
adult
school.
game. You can play you can play a game. You're an adult with whoever you want,
hmm
and
hmm
she tells you that she is pregnant, and you say, "Hey,
hmm
I need a test." Okay, you get the
hmm
test done, and this is your son. It comes back.
hmm
This is your son.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Like what? You didn't
I'm
then say,
still
"Oh, I have a
I'm
son."
still I'm still yet to hear why he had to.
Why you
I
had
don't
to?
think there's a difference
As
in
a
his
as
inner.
I no.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you
It's
this.
not saying that you.
In his inner world, there's no difference. I think that the same people that see the son, when he picked the son up, it wasn't like, look, it wasn't like he wasn't seeing him. It wasn't like he wasn't, he was doing what he was doing. We just didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like, we don't know about him taking him, picking him up and dropping him off at school, but he's doing it. Like, there's
Yeah.
things that we don't, as a public, need to know that had nothing to do with him as a personal, I mean, a private father, what he does,
Oh,
behind
I
the
understand.
scenes.
I
So I'm
understand.
not
I understand
going
all of
to
that.
judge him as a fatherhood based off the information I know or not know about,
See, check
his son.
check this
Because
out. Check this out.
whether we know or not, his son gonna be taken care of as a father and the son.
Okay, okay.
You know,
But
like I don't think there's any
for instance,
resume of him being
let's
like
use.
a deadbeat dad once he knew.
I'm not saying he's a deadbeat. Is becoming a father for the first time, the excitement, the yeah, this is what I this is that's what I'm talking about. For instance, Chris Brown, right?
Hmm.
When it came out that Chris Brown be on the way, which is royalty, and she's like, I think royalty is like 7 or 8 now. When Chris Brown found out, he got the DNA and it was his, bro. He put her on a cover of his album,
Yeah, yeah. But see, everybody found
and
out
Chris
before
Brown
Drake that the
and
DNA
Chris
test.
no, Chris Brown went and got a DNA
He found
test
out
too.
prematurely.
But at the same time, Chris, Chris Brown wasn't hiding it. When Chris Brown found out
Right, but
that old girl was
nobody
pregnant,
put that
and
information
then they
out
took the
prematurely
test.
though.
No, this is the thing. Pusha T didn't put it out prematurely. The son was already here. It wasn't prematurely.
True,
The son was
but
already here,
yeah, but he didn't know if it was his or not at that time when he put it out.
bro. No,
Remember,
he
he was
knew
still
it
trying
was
to figure
his.
out if it was his or not.
No, bro. He knew it was his because Kanye knew. He talked to Kanye about it. Drake talked to Kanye about it. How you think Pusha knew?
They did talk about it, but I think it was more so of a conversation of she's pregnant. I don't know if it's mine or not. Type of deal.
Bro,
Rather than I have a son that I know that's mine that I'm keeping from everybody. You get what I'm saying? It was more so like that. It was like, damn, you tell my business before I even know my business. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I feel like that private situation, as long as that woman and that child is taken care of, it don't matter what the public knows. And let's keep this in mind. You can be a proud father, but the situation gotta also be worth being proud about. If if he what she did, it's not an if he put a
you
baby in her, but the
right.
situation
You right.
wasn't
You
this
right.
celebratory moment like, oh yo, look,
You right.
I got a porn star pregnant on a
You right.
Tuesday. Like I'm not putting that out
You
there
right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a situational thing as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think
True.
that that was a situation where that's not a celebratory moment. I'm not really proud about who I got pregnant, but I am here behind the scenes taking care of my business and yada yada yada. And then he, outed me. You know,
So you're not proud of who you got pregnant, but yet you sleeping with them. Uh,
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah,
knowing anything can
yes,
happen.
because it happened.
Yes.
Yes, yes, because I'm gonna tell you something. That's how that coach looked goofy as hell in public, thinking that you above being man. Man have taste, man has appetites, and sometimes you go into them appetites that is not really your full course meal.
mm,
You just went to Taco Bell right quick. You know good and
mm,
damn well that's not Mr. V's. You
mm.
know good and damn well, you know what I'm saying, that's not noble. But you gonna go here and get that corner of
Yeah.
Taco Bell right quick. It's gonna satisfy the appetite. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't
That
nothing to say.
appetite.
I'm not about to take a picture of Taco
Uh,
Bell and say I got two burritos and two tacos. Look at my meal. I'm not gonna take a picture of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm.
so
Okay.
that's why I'm saying, yeah. Of course, we dibble and dabble at things for the meantime. Like, but that don't. Nah, yeah. We get caught in the trap sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But nah, uh, that's
Mm.
any. We will be
I'm
fools to
sorry.
think that we
I'm
don't
not
do
getting
that.
caught in no
Come on
traps.
now.
No, I'm not getting caught in no traps, bro. Sorry, not me. I see it.
You're so let
Nah,
me so let me ask you a question.
that's a that's
So let me ask you a question.
that's
In
that's
your lifetime,
like,
ev-
but
every
for
woman
instance.
that you had that you had, the- huh?
Hmm.
Okay, look.
What you
Your
say?
whole lifetime, every woman that you had sexual relations with is one that you foreseen you marrying. or one foreseen that you would have a baby and you would be okay with? You mean to tell me you ain't hit no jigaboos? You mean to tell me you ain't did a hit nothing on that Wednesday? You like
Let me
everybody
tell
was
you this,
wifey material?
and I'm being real, and I'm being real.
Okay, okay, now tell the
Okay,
truth and the devil now.
E-
Yeah, come
every
on now.
woman that I've had sex with,
Okay.
every woman that I've sex with, there has been a relationship. There's never been a woman that I've hit that there's not have been a relationship because one, I have morals and standards.
Oh, you a
Two,
good man. Oh, you ain't about them old school
two,
babies, huh?
two, two. No, it ain't even that. It's about the fact. It's clearly about the fact of what I want for my life, and what I want for my life, I don't want that.
Uh-huh.
So if if I'm in a relationship with you, yeah, we definitely having sex. But if there's no relationship, bro, I'm not because anything can happen. And one thing about that is, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be honest. When I decided to get married again, I made sure
Uh-huh.
that I made the choice of who I wanted my child mothers to be. I made that choice, not them. And the reason why is because I wasn't finna just be out here just sticking dick in anything. On top of having a child with
Mm.
anybody, because you gotta have some kind of um you gotta have some kind of drive. Like I wasn't what it look like having a baby with somebody with no type of life plan. That's crazy. And I didn't want to be stuck in the baby mama, baby father stigma that people get caught in. You know, if we get married or we together and it don't work out, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That
Yeah.
happens. But to just be out here sticking dick in anything and then she end up pregnant and there's no type of I don't know you, that is wild. That's something I never done.
Yes. And
Never.
that- and that is a wild road that a lot of us have taken. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like
And which brings the
I can't
question, which brings the question to you. I will ask you this. Uh, in that time when everybody was getting their experiences in and everything like that, what grounded you to stay disciplined to say, yo, if I'm not in a
bro,
relationship, I'm not having sex, and when I am, I'm what grounded you in
bro,
and
bro.
what grounded you to do that and what taught you that?
I'm a bro. I learned from everybody else's mistakes.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I didn't lose my virginity,
I
bro,
do
till
it.
I was in 11th grade. 11th grade, 12th grade, no, 11th grade. Okay, everybody thought, oh, guys out here fucking. No, I wasn't. I wasn't, bro. I wasn't. I
That
wasn't.
could, yeah, okay,
Who I had,
okay. That
who,
could make some sense, man.
the person that me and that person lost our virginity together in high school. Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
After
That's dope.
that,
That's a good experience. I
after
think.
that, it was crazy. But at the same time, bro, like I've always had the mindset because I learned from it. I'm letting other people. All right, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No, bro, I could have lost my virginity to what everybody was doing, but no, like literally had literally had it naked and everything. Nope, I'm sorry, I wouldn't play basketball. I was on the basketball team. No, I'm good. Literally, and
Yeah.
I end up and the crazy thing is, if I tell you who that person is, bro, you be like, what? Yeah, yeah, like had her put ass naked. and this is in while I'm in eighth grade. Take that back. What's that name? No, seventh grade. Fast these girls were in the seventh grade, and I stepped back. I was like, nope. Change plans. Had a basketball practice. That's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
because it made me realize. Damn, like it was moving too fast. On top of
mm,
because anybody else would have dived in, and I'm not saying I didn't want to. It was just in that moment I had to make a decision, and I made the decision to be like, you know what? Nah, I can't do this. Nah, it ain't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't the moment. It wasn't me.
yeah.
And girl, I was very adamant on being a virgin. Adamant. I was proud of it because everybody was doing it. Everybody was fucking like crazy. They was having sex like crazy in those schools. I bullshit you now.
So your
I
driving
let
point was
everybody
this
think
more
that
so you wanted to be different and not the same, like as
yes,
everybody else.
facts, facts,
Not
facts,
like a
facts.
okay, got
I
you, got you,
pride,
got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
bro. When I prided myself on being different from everybody, I prided myself on that shit. Still to this day,
yeah,
because it's easy.
yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in what everybody else is doing. And I told myself I wasn't doing that. Bro, you didn't see me with a crew in high school. I didn't have no
Yeah,
people following.
yeah,
It was me and the girl I was with.
yeah.
It was me and who I hung with. Okay, my homeboys. But a couple of dudes follow behind me, going to class. No, nah, that ain't how I rock. I always been by myself.
Yeah,
It was either me in the cold
yeah.
or me by myself. That's just
I forgot about yeah. Good lord, yeah, I forgot.
so.
Yeah.
So so as I got older, so even as I got older, bro,
We
like that
old. Yeah, forget
ain't nothing
about that time.
changed. Ain't nothing changed. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I know, right? So as I got older,
That's crazy. Man, I
nothing,
forgot about that.
bro.
Oh, I'm getting too old, yeah.
Nothing has changed, bro. Nothing has changed, bro. I picked this. I picked. It may seem like guy is with this person. No. What I want is what I want. Who I want is who I want. But at the same
Let
time,
me
I made that decision and
now
I
let me
picked
ask,
the person. Okay, what is this? That's just what it was.
now you said you were married. You said one time or twice?
Twice.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that's a different um okay, so say you made these you trusted your decisions, right? You trusted your decision making and saying, yo, I'm only gonna have sex with this person when I'm in a relationship, just in case you know I know who I'm dealing with, X, Y, Z. And that has, worked out well. When you make a huge leap into having a relationship and then getting married, and then if that is unsuccessful,
Hmm.
is there a point in time where you start uh not trusting your own judgment or how you pick, or especially like when you go that distance and if how does that work?
Well, when I first got married, it was based on because I wanted to be married, and the person I was with, we were together for 2 years before we got married. We got married, and then shit started to hit the fan. And within the 6 months of us being married, we got it
Mm,
annulled, and it was over because you started to see. And I ain't gonna lie, I played a part in it. Like I wouldn't. With me, once I start to see you start acting funny and start to really start doing shit. Okay, well it's time for me to peace out. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to make that proper adjustment for myself. Okay. It's one of the it's basically how I ended up out here in North Carolina.
Mm. Oh,
And
word.
when that yeah, when that happened, within six months of me being out here, we separated. We separated. I found my own place out here. I went into survival mode because I don't have any family out here. And when I went into survival mode, bro,
Damn.
yeah, I went into straight survival mode. So I found me a place. I was working already. Found me a place. I was good, bro. My rent for one bedroom apartment was only 468.
Are you good?
Bro, when I tell you, and it wasn't no,
200
bro,
more than Mexico. You straight.
bro, I was good, straight, straight. When I said I was straight, I was straight. Did I want to move back home?
Well, now it
No,
depends on how much you was paying out there too. Now.
yeah, I was making good money then, and this was in 2012.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You
You
good?
know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
straight then.
So,
Shit, maybe I need to move out there with
so,
your area, huh?
and my apartment was nice. My apartment was nice. I had a one bedroom, my living room, my kitchen. Bro, I was good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah,
then,
yeah,
but
yeah. Because you out there, $100 to get you the whole north wing of the White House.
but bro, so I also had to make an adjustment for myself because it allowed me to grow up. It allowed me to really dig into myself because now I was able to go see a therapist, go do everything that I needed to do, and this is when I was
Hmm.
26. Go sit down with somebody and
Yeah,
get through these issues, trauma, childhood trauma, and all this stuff. And this is one of the reasons why I say it's important to sit down with a therapist because you have to dig and really
yeah,
get to the
yeah.
root of shit. Because as you get older, you start to have these issues and you start to see stuff in yourself that you're doing that is not normal. That is you
Right,
somebody called you out on, and you're like, oh, I don't know what that is, or you like, oh, I didn't know I was doing that. It's something you've been doing damn near your whole life because of a childhood
right,
trauma.
right, right, right.
So during that period of time, while I was out here by myself and been out here by myself, and my family being everybody being still on the West Coast, it allowed me to grow the hell up. It allowed because I could have easily came back home after the situation, but I
Yeah,
didn't want to because I
yeah,
felt like I'd have been back to where I was when I was back home, trying to get on my feet and doing everything I needed to do. This was it. It was it. Like, all right, I got my own place. I got a
yeah.
job, have my own car. I'm good. I'm straight. No kids, nothing. It was
In
just me.
foreign land. Let's go.
Foreign land.
Yeah,
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 years, 3 years
yeah,
later, I meet my wife. I meet her. She has two kids prior. Not a problem. Like that wasn't an issue at all. So then I
yeah.
I know what I want. I want a family. I want my own kid. I want a child of my own. And even meeting her,
Yeah.
she was done having kids, bro. She was like, I don't want. I'm done. Like, but it was the fact of okay,
Where were you at with that?
bro. Like we had a discussion. I said, man, you want to get married? You want to be married? I want to be married, but I'm gonna need a child. Like I need something of my own. And we got
Yeah,
married
yeah, yeah.
August 30th. We got married August 30th of 25th. I want to say 2015. And from 2016, October,
You better say
no, I take that back. October of 2015, she ended up pregnant with my daughter. My daughter was born June 13th of 2016, and and people be like, how did no? I made it. I got to know my wife. I knew what type of woman she was. I knew for a fact that one, we get married, and this woman have my daughter. I know what type of mother she is. I know where she come from. I know who she is. I'm gonna make this is what this is gonna be the one that have my child. I made that choice because remember she didn't want none. She didn't want no more,
Right, right. Yeah,
and I could have
right.
easily been, you don't want any more. All right, this not gonna work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So making that decision, it was it was a win-win for me because I know what type of woman she is. I know when it comes to raising kids, she's raised two already. She's been there by herself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
worry about that.
So
Now,
she already
what
battle
got
tested, and you
me,
can already see the strength in her.
but also here's the flip side. Now, I want a child, and it's my first time being a father. Okay, like
To
being in
your
the
own.
trenches, talking about to my own. It's different. It allowed me
Mm. Oh boy, yeah.
to it put sacrifice in perspective for me as a man. A lot of things in perspective for me because it's not about me anymore. Remember, I was by
Yeah,
myself for quite some
yeah.
time, for a minute before I met my wife. So it was about me. It was always about me. You know, I got to take care of that. I got to take care of that. Now it's not about me anymore. Kids come first. Daughter come first.
Mm.
A lot of the shit that I
Mm.
can't buy no more. I can't get this. I can't get that when they come out. I can't do that. I can't do this. I had to shift my focus. I had to shift my whole mindset of everything because it's not about me anymore. I got a daughter now I got to take care of.
Yeah,
And I got two kids that ain't
yeah,
mine that are mine that I got
yeah.
to take care of. And that's just what it was. So it made me grow up. I was already growing, but I had to have a perspective on things, you know, bills and, you know, paying a mortgage, paying a house note, paying a car note, insurance, all this stuff, and juggling, still trying to be a husband and having that one-on-one time with my wife. Like all that stuff, you still have to juggle. You have to and know how to multitask and make time for your wife and also make time for yourself.
Let me ask you this: prior to a counselor that you seeked, has anybody ever consistently touched with your mental well-being? Asked how you were doing, or how you coping with things, or how you managing the household, kids, or X, Y, Z? Or did you not get that until you seen a counselor?
I didn't get that till I seen a counselor, bro. I'm just being real. Like people
And
think
I think
because
that's the number
of
one problem right now with black men. Nobody's checking on us enough.
people um people think that you got shit together because it's an everyday routine. It becomes an everyday routine. You know, you get up, go to work, come home, kids, make sure everybody eat, and you get up and they constantly become a constant thing. But then on the flip side, bro, it's so much shit as men that we go through that we don't talk about, we don't want to share, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up to us to have
Yeah.
that circle around us of other men who we can talk to and bounce stuff off of and just that have that type of accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that now. You know, I got people, I got men that I call my brothers, hold me accountable when I'm in the right or when I'm in the wrong. And you got to be willing to accept that because
Yeah.
hold you accountable, bro.
Yeah.
And accountability is better than no accountability. If you know what I'm saying, somebody got to be able to
Absolutely.
hold you accountable
Yeah.
because at some point
Absolutely.
you're gonna do some fuck boy shit, and you know you don't want to hear from your wife or your girl, but your boy be like, man, you that's fuck boy shit, bro. What you doing? And you gotta be like,
Yeah.
damn. You gotta look back like, yeah, yeah, that's fuck boy shit. You can't do that, and that's just what it is, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say like I have that.
And that's
Like
what. Yeah.
man,
And I think. What you say?
I said when I was wild, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't wild out a couple of times. I don't wild out. But my whole boys held me accountable. Like, nigga, what are you doing? What? No, we're not doing that. Like, uh, get your shit together.
Yeah, and that's very important. Hanging out with your boys in enough time where it's not just touch and go. A lot of
Yeah,
times, like you gotta, I heard something that was real. Who is it? I think it was DJ Clue gave an interview on a Breakfast Club, and he said something that was interesting. He said, "Man, you should spend time with your boys in such a way that it's not really touch and go long enough time to really get to the meat and potatoes of what's going on. So if I just came and I was like, oh, what up? What up? How you doing? I'm all right. 15, 20 minutes, smoke a blunt, have a drink, go on about our business. But really spending time, get back, a couple hours in, and y'all sit down, y'all got the BS out the way, and then it get to that point to what's really going on? Okay, yeah,
what
you know
shit?
what I'm saying? X,
Yeah,
Y, and Z,
yeah,
and y'all, blah, blah, blah. Now y'all really talking.
yeah.
Now it's
How
like,
you are
okay, like,
mentally?
okay, what's going on with the
What's?
family? What's going on with the
Yep,
kids?
yep, yep,
You know what I'm saying? How are you coping with that? How are you managing that?
yep,
So that right there in itself is very powerful and very healing, but you hardly get it because people are just touch and go, touch and go, touch and go.
yeah.
I a lot of times will randomly call people who haven't heard from me in months. Just say, yo, I'm just checking on you. I may see something on Facebook. I might see something like, they going through something. I might hit them out of nowhere. Yo, what's going on? And yada yada. I got time to talk. You know what I'm saying? If you need to talk, So,
Yeah.
I feel like that's very important. And that's why I asked you that question. Because not only are most of us not getting a counselor, but we're not even getting that
Mhm.
everyday help that we need, to recharge us
Yeah,
mentally. You know,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
it's a,
Which is very
it's a damn
important.
shame.
Yeah, it's very important. But you also got to understand, bro, where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't. I know I didn't see my dad talk about nothing, let alone anything.
Yeah,
First time you see my dad cry when my mom passed away. My mom passed away in 2001, and I mean they wasn't together. To see my dad cry when my mom passed away, that was like I'm like, damn, he do cry,
yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
something new.
it kind of like it's crazy because I done had conversations with my dad about serious shit, and like to be able to express myself to my dad, like he had to come back and tell me, like, man, I didn't get it. Like growing up, like when I had to tell him, like, Dad, you wasn't around like that. Like, you know what that, like,
Yeah,
me being your only son, you know how that affected me? I had to sit down and tell my dad this. Like, you know how that affected me? The fact that I'm your only son, yet, nigga, you can't even, you can't. Where were you at? Physically. Like, birthdays and Christmas, that's it. And my birthday is a month after Christmas. So, and I got to call you. I got to call you to see what you doing so we can spend time together. I'm the kid. I'm the
mm.
what are we doing? That should never be the type of relationship. That relationship don't work. That's not a
Yeah,
relationship, bro. You're the
yeah.
parent.
I know all too well that. Yeah,
You're the parent.
yeah,
Why as a child I'm calling you to see what you doing so we can hang out? No,
yeah,
that don't work. So as I got older, I stopped calling. No, you need to call and check on me. I'm not calling checking on you no more. You need to call and see what I'm doing. I'm not calling to see what you're doing. Because we have to build this type of we have to build a relationship. Yes, I'm your son, and yes, you're my dad, and I respect you because you're my dad. But I'm an adult. I have a life to live. And at the end of the day, you have to understand that our relationship is only going to be our relationship what the hell you do. Because guess what? I'm not a kid anymore. I don't have to rely on you. There has to be a son and father relationship. You're the son. I'm the son. Regardless of how old I get, you're still my dad. And you're still going to have to play that part of being my
yeah,
father.
yeah.
and that's just what it
Right.
is.
Yep. Yeah.
Saying so, a lot of
Yeah.
people, you know,
Yeah.
we didn't. I didn't grow up with both my parents in the household. Like my
Do
mom
you
didn't
think
raise
that
me. My dad
subconsciously
didn't
played?
raise me.
Do you think that's? Do you think that subconsciously played a role, a part of you? I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm an interviewer. I just love questions. Do you think that subconsciously played a role in you not wanting kids like that, or was it still like
Bro,
moral ground, or was it more so like I don't want to put
no,
myself in a
no.
position to
I've
not be
always
there?
no, 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 no. I've always wanted a kid. Man, I wanted twins at one point.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a father. Always. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all. It just became very critical to me that I made the choice of who I wanted to be my child's mother
Get some water. I
instead
hear
of
you.
the mother
Just get
picking a
some water.
dude to be the child's father.
Right. Right. Right.
That's the
Right.
only difference. You know what I'm saying? Because I made that choice,
Right.
not the woman. As a man, I wanted to make that
Right.
choice of who I wanted, because I'm gonna have to deal with you for 18 years if we don't want to deal with each other. I'm still going to deal with you for 18 years,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with nobody bitter. I'm not dealing with that baby mama drama shit. I'm sorry. And me saying that, I don't play when it comes to my daughter. I don't. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Like I don't. I flip a switch.
How old
Just
is she?
my
How
daughter
old
will
is
be
she?
5 in June. She'll be 5 in June.
Ooh-wee.
You get what I'm saying?
Ah, brother, brother, brother.
Like I said,
Wait till
it's a
they turn
different.
teenage years.
Nah, bro. I don't. I don't even want to think about that. I'm taking it 1 year at a time.
I
I
bet you
know.
don't.
I know
I
you got
bet
three,
you
right?
don't. I
You
bet
got
you
all
don't.
girls, don't you?
How heavy,
All girls.
heavy
Mm-hmm.
is the hit that wears the crown. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not easy. You'll have three girls with three different situations going on. Okay,
Mm.
you have the oldest one starting to rebel and test and see what's going on. The middle one ignoring you, and the baby one just the rough rider. And you just got to manage all these different things around you. You know what I mean? But it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. It ain't what I was like.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna have my kids, and they would if married, cool. If not, whatever. But I wanted to be a father of many. That was
Mm-hmm.
off the rip. Ever since I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I knew I want to be a father of many, and we're gonna be organized. We're gonna be sitting at the table eating dinner. I'm gonna be calling the shots, raising my kids. I'm gonna have grandkids. We're gonna have generations, and yeah, like look at what I've done. I got all this, and it's just like yeah, it ain't kind of working out like that right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got
Mm-hmm.
rebellion all over the kingdom going on, testing the Father, you know, and all of that. So, yeah. And then, look, these days, man, everything is being more empowered. It's no more structure.
Yeah.
When you get to
Yeah.
empowering everything, and it's not saying don't empower anything, but when you get to just everything, you know what I'm saying, it's just empowered, you start to lose structure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, for instance, if it's like a family has their own personal morals or standards, and then you raise your kids like this, you are ought to do this. Within that, you will have your freedom, of course.
Yeah.
But we're raising you off standards and to stand for something. But
Yeah.
now, in this day and age, you have a family, and now you want me to raise my child in my household like it's just the land of the free. You just got free will and power and reign and do whatever you want, and
No.
it's like, well, you're not
No.
even at that age to handle that type of power. So you don't want
Power.
that type of power, you know?
Yep.
And so but What can you do? What can you do? Like right now, if you had a
bro.
14-year-old
I got 15
and
year
she
old.
said,
I got a
"Dad,
15-year-old.
kiss my ass,"
I
what you
got a
gonna
15-year-old
do?
boy
Whoop her ass into the
and a
heavens?
13-year-old boy.
Probably not. So it's like, what? Yeah, it's like,
Bro,
look.
I get it.
My mom was like 5'4", 5'1" or whatever like that, and she grabbed me by my collar and in that corner, and that's where that fear came from. And this day, the kids
Mm-hmm.
can challenge you, and what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's
Mm-hmm.
like you can't put your hands on 'em, So what you gonna do? Kick them out the house? For how long? You're bringing them back. So it's like they are empowered with this. It's only so much the parent can do,
It's no
you know.
but also
And that's the
they're
challenging
empowered
part.
with one, they think they know every damn thing. But we were the same way. We were the same way growing up. We thought we knew everything. But the only thing is, it was they put the fear of God in us early. Like, nigga, you couldn't do certain shit. And when you did, you got your ass whooped. Or you got on punishment for a month sitting at a table.
But a lot of
Watching your
a lot of
cousins go
times,
outside.
they say, "Well, y'all think y'all know everything." And the difference between us and the kids now, we just knew what we experienced, and it was more fast of a pace. That's why they
Mhm.
said, "Oh, you think you know everything?" Well, we experienced this at a faster rate. These days, kids are experiencing things through the screen, not hands on.
Yeah. Not
So
hands on.
you
You're right.
don't know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? If me and the boys are outside as kids playing on the street, I know what playing on the street is like. If you up there
Yeah.
watching that through a video, you don't know what playing in the streets like. You watch it through a video, you could just tell me that kid's playing the street.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Those are two different things. And
Yeah.
so they have more information being taken in, not enough hands-on experience being put out. That's the problem.
That is a fact. That is a
Marcel's
fact.
parenting
That is a
class
fact.
101. Holla at you, boy.
That that is a fact because even with my 4 year old, bro, like she one day, bro, she told me, "Daddy, give me your give me the money out of your wallet, and you keep your cards. You use your cards to pay for stuff, and I'll just take all your money. Why do you want my money?" See, and
Oh, snap.
this happened because I got her a piggy bank, bro. I got her a piggy bank. We started counting money. She not counting money. She collected every piece of change that I had. Every piece of change. If I had it, she was taking my pocket. What you got in your pocket? She hear change, and she like give it to me. And it got to
As
the
you
point to
should,
where I
right?
stopped carrying change, yo. I stopped carrying change, yo. No, you ain't finna be running my pockets every time you hear change because you want to put it in your piggy bank. No. At one point, bro, she had damn $70 in change in her piggy bank. $70.
Well,
And guess where all that money came
hey,
from? Me.
it's a great balance.
Me.
It'll work for you at the long run because when she get older and she get to ask her for money, the money that she was taking goes to her. You can use that. Works in your
Bro,
favor.
it's ridiculous, man.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, yo,
If I'm
because
putting 20s in my daughter's piggy
between
bank,
her
you think you
and the
about to get
boys,
me for some money in the later years? Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm gonna get
yo,
your ass
it's
back.
crazy because
Okay.
it's yeah, and of course the age gap difference is big. So it's like a 10 year between her and her older brother. Little brother, the one in the middle,
Yeah,
Gio,
yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna be 14. So, it's like a 9 year difference. So she's very in tune with her feelings and how she feels. And she will tell you how she feels at 4. But she will also
yeah.
get on you if you're doing something wrong. If she feel like, hey, this is happening, it's not supposed to happen, she know for a fact, no, not doing that. Nope, that's being mean. Nope. And
Yeah.
she tells you how she feels in that moment, which is fine. And one thing that
Yeah.
I have to learn, I've been learning that it's okay for your kids to express themselves because we was taught No, we can't express
Hmm.
ourselves. We couldn't
Hmm.
express ourselves. What? Nah, bro. Like what? No,
Hmm.
pow. What?
Yeah.
Can't express
Don't
ourselves.
ask
So it's
me
very
nothing. Just do what
important
I
these
say.
days. Yep. So it's very important these days for your kids to express themselves because they have feelings too and they're human. That's one thing I had to learn. Like even with my daughter, like nope, what you talking about? But as I'm growing as a father, I'm learning that yeah, she's 4, but she's in tune with, and that's why I'm in my feelings. It's okay to express herself, as long as it's not in a disrespectful manner. You can express yourself all you want. I want to hear how you feel because I'm learning you like you learning me, and that goes for my 2 oldest boys also. I'm learning you like you learning me. So it's very important I sit back and allow, as long as it ain't in a disrespectful manner, go ahead, express yourself. Don't cuss either. Just
Yeah,
express
because
yourself.
we
It's
have we,
okay
like
because
as
you need to
parents
be
we
able to
have to
do that.
remember. Yeah, and as parents we have to remember that we are introducing them to these emotions. They're creating these emotions in our household firsthand here. It's important that we listen to them.
Hmm.
They're developing them here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm creating this unsteady emotion or X, Y, and Z, I deserve it to. I mean, you deserve it, and I owe it to you to hear that out and how I created that. I can't create something within you, or
Yeah,
you getting something out of the household that I'm running, and I can't hear you out to even correct it. It's just like shut up and just
yeah,
do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to create years of
yeah.
not knowing my child.
Yep,
You know.
yep,
So yeah, man.
yeah. And you don't,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
something, and that's something
It's
I had to
it's an
realize
everlasting
even as a
thing.
parent. Yeah, definitely, definitely. You know, that's something I had to learn as being a parent, a first time parent of my own child, is the fact that I had to really look at how what I'm doing, how I'm reacting, and how I'm handling the situation. Because I found myself a lot in the beginning. She got older, and as she was getting older, that you know my methods were my parents' or how I was raised method, and you can't do that because they their method
Outdated,
was wrong as hell.
outdated.
Out for real, like you sit
Like
back and you like,
I'm grateful we turned out how we turned
damn,
out.
for real,
Hmm.
for real,
Hmm.
like you look back at that, I'm like, man, I'll never do that to my child. What the hell? They need to have a voice. They need to have a voice because if they don't have a voice, how do you expect them to want to come and talk to you when something is going on?
Yeah, yeah.
And my biggest thing, I don't
Hey,
know if you went through this having girls, but my voice with my daughter, and that's one thing I pride myself on, is I always want my daughter to feel like she can come talk to me about anything. So therefore,
hmm.
I have to watch my tone and how I talk to her, even at 4, because my voice carries and it's deep as hell. And to her, she may think that I'm yelling, but I'm not. I'm just, and she has brought to my attention numerous of times that, Daddy, I feel like you're yelling at me. And I had to sit her down and explain to her, baby, I'm not yelling. I'm not mad. Like, you'll know when Daddy's
Yeah.
mad, but she may take that as me being mad. Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad at you. Why do you think I'm mad at you? It's because of the tone of my voice that she automatically thinks that I'm mad. And it's not that. So I have to sit and talk to her and get her to understand that Daddy's not mad.
I definitely had that experience.
Daddy's not mad. Daddy, and my biggest thing, and my wife will tell you, like, protective of her, very protective. Like it's it's on a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? And even when
You
she's
know,
flipping, she's in
uh,
gymnastics now, bro. She want to jump, flip off everything, but at the same time, I'm like, we can't do that because I don't need you. I don't need you breaking no arms. I don't need you breaking no legs. I don't need none of that. No, we can't do that. You can flip. And I went and got her a gymnastics mat. I
Hey,
bought her a gymnastics mat. Like, if you gonna flip, this what you gonna flip on.
need to on that, huh?
Her
Now,
daredevil too, bro.
hey, let me
Bro,
tell you
she,
something.
she a daredevil, yo.
Uh, oh, I know. It's like I got a little tomboy running around here. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. I experienced what you experienced, but I didn't change anything though. I just taught them discernment of what I mean. The voice will be the same. If I'm loud, I'm loud. The voice will be the same. Discern the meaning where I come from. And for me, that was very important because I want you to know who your dad is, how he is. And I want you to know both sides. I want you to know that
Hmm.
loving, but I want you to also know that fire when it come down to. That I leave the nature into the mothers. I'm not a nurturer. I'm not a
Hmm.
nurturer. I'm a
No.
loving father. I'm a secure.
Hmm.
I secure my kids. I love them, and I teach them how to go around, move around the world. But I leave the nurturing to the expertise. And that's the mother. And so I went through that experience, but that was a moment where I taught them to discern when you hear my voice carry what that means.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
ain't about to get soft or low, you know.
Yeah.
It ain't about to get soft or low. And my family knows me as loud and voice carries and
Hmm.
X, Y, and Z. But that took a while. That took a while.
Hmm.
Sometimes because I'm loud, they can't really. Is he serious? Is he joking? Is he mad? Is he, because, but
Hmm.
family will learn that over time. Family will learn that over time. That's for sure. But I definitely, it took practice to balance out how to still be, but not be too aggressive with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Not having that aggressive
Yeah.
spirit. It took a while, but we're there. It definitely took a while, but and some
Good.
of them, like my oldest, still needs that fire.
What? How old is your
Still
oldest?
14.
14, bro.
Uh-huh.
Damn. So when did you have your first child?
Yeah.
What year was that? Oh
And
seven.
is she ready to square up with me? Huh? So what?
You
Say
got
what?
your first child in oh 07, right? You had your first
Six.
child in
Six.
oh 06.
I had my
And you said she's ready to,
I had I had my first daughter 2 days after the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh and Seahawks.
damn. Really?
Hey, hey, hold on. Rest in peace. Hold on. I had my baby 2 days after the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh and Seahawks. Rest in peace, John Thomas and Dever Connie coming to the baby shower with Tony, and we were all at the baby shower. Yeah, yeah. That was a dope baby shower. Yeah. Yep. They came to my
Damn.
first daughter's baby shower.
So you wasn't playing. That was
Right there
that was
on
flat out of high
92nd and
school. You
Cimarron.
wasn't playing.
No, I
92nd
didn't go by your
Cimarron.
regimen. Yeah, yeah. I didn't go by your regimen.
Bro,
I was out
I
here
I
risking life.
I feel you, bro. I
I
feel
was
you.
risking
Hey,
my
shit
whole
happens.
soul, spirit, everything. By the
92nd and
grace of God, I
Cimarron.
came out good.
Oh, I was
Yep.
where I was at in oh
That's what the
06.
baby
Oh
shower was
06.
held. Rest in
I
peace.
was in Reno.
Yep. Rest in peace to
I
my
was in
boy.
Moreno Valley.
They came out.
Mm.
Hey, oh no, you don't know him. I'm about to say, what you call it was in Moreno Valley, but you don't know him. Yeah, yeah. Oh
Who?
06. I was
Who?
stumping in Moreno Valley because I was messing with my boy Jeremy. Jeremy, y'all don't think you know him. Jeremy Allen and
What
Elizabeth.
do you look
I
like?
was I was messing with them up in Moreno Valley. Jeremy Allen. How do you describe the average black man? How do you describe him, huh? Huh? What do you say? Okay, 6 foot, dark skin. What do you say? Okay, like I
Bro,
don't
Moreno
know how to
Valley's not that
describe him.
big, yo.
Okay, he doesn't have no distinctive.
Moreno Valley's not that big.
No, it's not. But you
I'm,
don't know
I'm gonna tell you
Jeremy
how long my
Allen
family been in Reno Valley.
from the city?
My family, my family been in Marine '96. Wasn't shit out there.
It still ain't
Yes,
shit out there.
my cousin then went to Canyon Springs. It's still, it's growing. It's getting a little, but it ain't, you know, it ain't LA. Like, right?
No, of course not.
For real, bro. Like,
They
no,
was
it ain't.
excited when
It
they got
ain't.
their first
Before,
outside strip mall out there.
bro, the thing about it is when my auntie and my uncle them got to Reno Valley, it was a one way road called Sunnymead. That's it. Stater Brothers
State of
and McDonald's. And
hey,
for real, bro, that's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I'm not
Ain't
joking.
no, ain't nobody
This is
going to yeah,
'96,
ain't nobody
show.
going to the Moreno Valley. That's just a cookout or something. Shit, ain't nobody going out there. Ain't that nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So I know Reno
But
Valley.
yeah,
I stayed in
no,
Reno Valley
yeah,
from
I used to
for a
be out
while.
there in '06, Stumper, for a little bit. I used to be out there. I used to be on my little getaway when I used to go out there and take a little vacation with the homies and stuff. Well, with the homie. And I used to go out there to Moreno Valley for a little bit. But yeah, it was nothing out there, but it was a good getaway. That's for sure.
Nope. Yeah, it
It was
was.
a good. Hey,
Because that's where I used to go to get away.
those are the places that are good getaways. Yeah, those are the places that are good getaways. Them getaways don't need to be like the city. They need to be something opposite.
No,
You
the
know,
opposite.
some simple
Yeah,
and
yeah,
quiet away.
definitely.
You know,
Yep.
yeah,
Something nothing
yeah,
about. Yeah. Facts. Facts. Yeah, my family been out there for over 20
absolutely.
some years now. So, they shit,
That's a long
bro.
time to be
It's
out there,
crazy.
though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a long time to
Bro.
be out there.
And that's what I mean by it. It done grew. Like it's they up in what part? Where they at now? Up there by the college now, by off of LaSalle and Alessandro. That's what I'm talking about. Like them names, LaSalle and Alessandro. Like what the fuck is that? Them are for
I,
real.
I
That's what
I've
they
been out
at,
there
bro.
so
Like
long,
no,
man, and I don't see. Yeah,
bro. I know it
I don't
like
know
the
when I'm
back of
going
my
back,
hand.
man. I've
Like
been out
that's
there
how
so long.
crazy it is. Yep. And then you go down there, you
Good
go to Palm
Lord.
Springs.
Phew.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy, crazy, bro, crazy.
I'm about to
Then
I'm
you get the
about to go for a Palm
Riverside. You go to
Springs trip.
Riverside,
That's for sure.
different. hmm hmm
I got
Yep.
a little experiences up in Riverside. I got good old days.
So
Anyway,
how old is
yeah,
your second child? So what's the ages? What's the ages of your girls?
5. Hold on. Hold on right quick. Hold on. Yeah. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah. 14, 10, and 5.
14, 10, and 5.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
Yeah.
damn. 14, 10,
I know all of, hey,
14, 10,
and still more to come.
and 5.
And, and still more to come.
Hey, you better than me. My wife shut the
Hey, let
shop
me tell you
down after we
something.
had low.
Man, no, 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 look, I don't know. Look, I don't know how it would be done. I don't know how it would be done. I don't question God. I just know scripture. I know I'm gonna have many kids in my future. Okay, a wifey can shut down shop all the hell she wants to. So does Sarah. God has something to say about that. Okay, and here came as many, here came as many children as the stars of the sky. Okay, I don't give a damn what Sarah was talking about. Okay, when a man say he wants some kids, damn it, he wants some
Oh my,
kids. Okay, God gonna speak.
oh my God.
Okay, he gonna speak to that woman's womb. Okay. So whatever.
You know
It's in
what,
the
bro?
cards. It's in
I
the
don't blame you.
cards.
I don't blame you.
I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't.
See,
What I,
I say sometimes, sometimes I say I want another one, but then my daughter, the way she is, bro, nah, I'm good.
you know,
I'm straight.
just like how you was
I'm
opposite,
straight.
just like how you was opposite when it came to not having sex with women unless you was in a relationship. I felt like that when it comes to kids. When people were saying, "Oh, I don't have any kids," I'm saying, is that a good thing? Because a blessing of me is when I get old, I want to sit on my deathbed with about 50 of them things looking at me, sending me off. Huh? What about 20 more behind them as
My,
grandkids?
this
Huh?
nigga said
I'm gonna live
nigga said
forever.
50, yo.
Hey, I'm gonna live forever.
Tribe
I'm
of
gonna
Judah.
live forever. Hey, my daughter, my
We
baby daughter
trying to
name
have a
is
tribe of
Gianna.
Judah in this stuff.
I didn't have no son, so I named my baby one Gianna Marcel Crawford. Just in case if I don't have a son, Marcel Crawford will live forever. You hear me?
Bro.
That's how serious I am about my
Well, I'll tell
name.
you this. Like I named my daughter after my mom.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Full name. Full
That
name.
is beautiful. That's beautiful.
Instead of my mom name is Leona. This thing went out of what you done did, bro. Like you done popped out. Bro, we've been on this call for 3 hours. All right. Yeah.